Here we go. Hey, Sage, welcome in. Getting everything set up. Maybe get it shared out. How's everybody doing tonight? What's up, Gredlin? Christopher, welcome in. Welcome in. Got Holly and Northwater tonight. Still working, sadly. That kind of sucks, man. Sorry to hear that. Come in, Sensi Side Apparel. Appreciate the hearts. Appreciate the shares. Man, you guys are getting it done already. Oh, excited about tonight. Running just a little behind, but we're here. We're going to get it done. What's up, Twisted? Nasty. Appreciate that. There's Northwater. Man, time just went so fast today. It was noon. Next thing I know, it was time for the podcast. Excited, ready to go again. If you guys haven't, go over and check out the YouTube channel. It's The Podcast 2025, all one word. You can go over there and subscribe. I'm trying to get up to 50 subscribers over there. Considering doing a double cast. So we'll broadcast over there and here at the same time. Okay, buddy. Yep. Appreciate that. What's up, Jigs? Appreciate everybody coming in. I'm going to share this out just a few more times here with a couple people. Let's see. T-Town. Chipper. If you guys want to share it out, feel free. Trying to invite a few people that I'm not sure if I've seen them in the chat. Also, some people I know that are usually in here. There we go. 9 people. Everybody usually comes in around 7. I like to start it up a little early, let you guys get in here, get situated, start talking to each other. Also lets me get set up, make sure I'm ready to go. I think that's the most important part, making sure I'm ready. Appreciate the shares. Appreciate the shares. Welcome in, Woods. Welcome in, Rachel. That's the wife. Paul Tark, what's up, buddy? There she is, Rachel Frisbee. That is the wife. She hasn't changed her last name yet, but that's okay. I can't imagine how difficult that is for someone to change their last name. That includes everything, and she is a nurse, so that includes her nursing license and all that stuff. So that could be tough. You did it on Facebook. TRS. Who all we got in here? Road Cone, Uncle Lou. Mullet Fishing, T-Town, Little River, Lure Lady. Welcome in. I've been watching some of your work. You're doing some amazing stuff there, Little River. I try and keep up with everybody's work. There is a lot of people on here. I know when I first started doing this, people told me maybe you don't want to do it every week because you may run out of people to have on here. And there are thousands and thousands of people. And I kind of like having people on that I really don't know. I get to know them good enough to invite them to the podcast. So it's not so much just somebody popping into their message and asking them to do something. But I like to keep it a mystery to myself as well, so I can find out right along with you guys. As always, there will be giveaways tonight. We are not doing a waffle in the chat tonight, but if you guys really like that, give me a thumbs up down in the chat, and maybe we'll see if we can run that again. So if you enjoyed the waffle, give me a thumbs up, and maybe we'll try and get it in here again. Welcome in, Calvary. Slow burn says thumbs up. I know people really enjoyed it. And unfortunately, there's so many spots. Thank you. So, Jig says he likes it. Lauren, what's up, buddy? Appreciate the gifts, Calvary. Red flag. Let's go through. Let's see who's in here again. Lauren just got here. Look, I'm keeping up with everybody. Oh, Crazy Jig snuck in. Team Fantasy Fishing, welcome in. Holly's in here. Let me do something for that. Oh, yeah. She is. What about Northwater? Give me just a second here, guys. Sorry. Is Northwater not in here? I'm not seeing him. Nope. Bait Lady. Welcome in. It won't let you repost. I'll tell you guys, TikTok's it's been funny here lately. So, if something happens, bear with me. Lauren's a moderator, I can see that. If something happens, bear with me here. And we'll get it restarted if it happens to stop or something like that. If you guys are having trouble, reposting or sending gifts, which the gifts are completely up to you. Hopefully they get it fixed soon. I know the other day when I first got on, I couldn't do hardly anything. Appreciate the gifts. Appreciate the heart me's. Now people are starting to roll in. I'm still not seeing North in here. What's up, Brasher? Just got a bait from Brasher that I'm collabing on. And he gave me a bit of a challenge. What's up, Barrett? As you guys can see, my background's not quite set up the way it should be. When I first tried to do it, the P wasn't even there on Pretty Lure. It was messed up. But we've got her now. We've got her now. We'll accept that. Yeah, my boxes are going to be set up right. I'm so happy. What's up, guys? I need to... Come on now. Find Northwater here. There he is. And... Manage to get some more. Wonder if that was set up. How's it going?
Going good, going good.
I was looking for Holly's as well to make sure she was set up, and I don't.
I think I am.
There it is. I just want to make sure you're fully in there and not. Yeah, you are.
Make sure.
Perfect. 56. We got about 5 minutes. Appreciate the heartbeats. Welcome in, everybody. NBFL Lures, welcome in. Got about 32 people in here. Skeeters is here. Niece's Outdoors. Sam's is here. Brasher and Barrett, Baby, and Paul Tark, and TRS, and McNasty, and Bait Lady, and Joe, Jose Torres, Crazy Jigs, Team Fantasy, T-Town, Benny O, J-Rod, Charles, NBFL, Benster, and Darren. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. How you guys feeling tonight?
Good.
Good.
Feeling good.
Good.
Happy we're not having all the snow that everyone else is getting. We had a couple cold days, but I mean, today was almost like a heat wave. We were at, 2 degrees or something.
A heat wave. Look at that, getting the gifts rolling. Appreciate you guys.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we actually got more snow today, nothing compared to what we already had, just a dusting, but the wind is what's making it bad on us. Like my driveway is drifting shut again. The roads are drifting over. I think we were dealing with like a 20-mile-an-hour wind today. So, yeah, winter in Ohio, winter in the north, I guess I should say.
Yeah, I mean, it's what it can give us.
Everybody's dealing with it. If you're, all the way down to the south, I know the southern states, some are dealing with snow, some are dealing with just ice, and I can't imagine how much water's going to start flowing when all this starts to disappear.
Yeah.
So
I'm hoping that it starts flowing because our first tournament is March 7th. So
yeah. Well, as soon as it's warm enough, I get out. So I can't wait for the ice to disappear so I can start fishing. And I don't care if it's too cold to even get the boat out. I'll go fish from the bank. I just like to get out there. So
the first tournament we do this year is called the Freeze Your Butt Tournament.
Properly named.
Aptly named.
There's a reason they call it that. And
yeah.
Luckily, last year when we did it, I think we started at 4 or 5 degrees and ended at 36 or something, maybe.
I don't think it was that many.
Wow.
Maybe only low 30s.
That was fun.
That's chilly. 6:59. We're at 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock. We got 32 people in here. We've got the shares out and we've got the likes up. I want to welcome you guys into the podcast. Tonight, our guests are going to be Holly and Northwaters, both from Northwaters Tackle Company. Don't forget, guys, you can find us on YouTube after the segment is over. I upload them to YouTube. Make sure and go over and give a follow on the YouTube channel or subscribe, however you want to look at it. It's the Podcast 2025. Also, our sponsor, as always, is Pretty Lures. Pretty Lures also has a YouTube. You can go over there and you can find them just by punching in their name, Pretty Lures, and you will find this logo right here. Send them a subscribe. We're eventually going to start trying to broadcast on both channels. But I need at least 50 subscribers to even think about that. We are at 30, so not too many more.
No Sims.
All the giveaways that are this evening, one will be done by Pretty Lures and a couple will be done by Holly and Northwater. Those will be done at the end. At the very end, we'll do it the way we've always done it. We'll get a random number, and whoever's name is beside that number, that's how we'll do the giveaway. If you guys are ready, I'm ready. What do you think?
Let's let her rip.
Let her rip. He says, just let her go. So let's start off with what state you guys are in.
We are in Minnesota.
Minnesota. So it's nice and warm up there, right?
100% no.
100% no. And you guys said you're not getting the big amounts of snow that maybe some of the other northern states are getting, huh?
No, we're not. It's probably been close to 3 weeks since we've gotten anything. Well, 2 weeks that we've gotten any snow that matters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But definitely cold has shown up.
Yeah. Let me ask a new question. So you're both in Minnesota, but are you both from Minnesota?
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Originally. You haven't moved away, huh?
Nope.
No.
Must not be too bad there then.
We're not. We haven't moved away from Minnesota yet, but when we move, it's probably going to be further north.
Further north.
Potentially. Yep.
Okay, so you're going to stick with the cold. See, me and my wife talk about if we move, we're moving further south.
You can always get a southern place for for vacationing.
Yeah. Yeah. So why don't you tell us a little bit about yourselves? Are you married? Do you have kids? A few of those things. Let's get to know you a little bit more.
Ladies first.
So no, we're not married.
Okay.
We've been dating for 3 years. I have a son. He's 21. He lives down in Texas.
Okay.
He's stationed down in Fort Hood. He's been in the Army for 3 years now.
Wow. Appreciate his service. There you go.
Thank you.
Yeah, he's a trooper. That's for sure.
So you just have the one boy. That's it for you.
Just the one. Yep. For me.
And what about Mr. North?
I have 2 biological kids. My son Hunter, and my daughter Savannah.
Okay.
In a previous marriage, we had adopted another young lady named Lexi.
Okay.
Lexi and Savannah are pretty much the same age. Lexi is going to be 20 in February. Savannah will be 20 November or October, and Hunter is 17.
Oh, wow. Yeah, right at that age where they're all starting to get their own lives and move on, and maybe soon you guys will be, what do they call it? Empty nesters?
We have plans for the bedroom. It's going to turn into the paint room, jig tying, all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
The everything room, right?
Or, one will be my room, one will be his room. So we could do that too.
Yeah. There you go.
We all know I get the smaller room.
So, what about work? Is this something that you guys provide for yourselves full time, just doing the bait making, jig tying, or are there regular jobs that keep everything else moving?
There are full-time jobs for both of us. So myself, I work at Cabela's in Woodbury, Minnesota.
There you
Um,
go.
I'm back in the boat shop as our certified Mercury technician, but I can do all of it, whether it's off four-wheelers, side-by-sides, boats, whether it's hanging electronics or fixing the motors. That's what
Okay.
that's my world.
Gotcha. And what about Miss Holly?
So I'm a quality manager at a plasma center. People come in and donate plasma, and I get to do all the double checks and making sure that's safe for the donor, safe for the recipient of the plasma. I've been
Okay.
doing it for just shy of 24 years at the company.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Wow. And how long did you say you'd been at Cabela's?
6 years.
This is my sixth year.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's two very interesting, very opposite ends of the world. So I'm sure that makes for good discussion for you guys when you get home at the end of the day.
Yeah.
It definitely can, but it can also. Like anybody, there you have your silent moments where I just don't want to talk about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
You want to move on from that and find something else to talk about because
You've just had enough of that for the day.
yeah.
Okay.
And that's why, coming into, making, pouring our own jigs, making jigs, starting the airbrushing, it's kind of that evening release. You get to turn your mind off from the workday and get creative.
Yeah. Well, how about we get into some of that? So, Holly, how long have you been painting lures?
4 months.
4 months.
Yep.
And I know, North, you are starting to paint. So, how long have you been painting? She's been 4 months. So, about the same or
About 3 months.
about 3 months?
About 20 dates.
So, for those of you that don't know, these guys are a duo, and North does more of the jig making and tying on that side. Holly does that as well, but she is, I believe, and correct me if I'm wrong, falling more to the painting side. You still do the jig tying, but so explain that. Is jig tying and painting your passion, or do you like one more than the other?
I think for me the painting definitely is I'm liking that more. When we did the jigs, I had fun doing the powder coating, kind of trying to create something. A lot of powder coating you see is one color or two colors, and I would find ways to put several colors on it and try to have, like the fading,
Yeah.
so
Yeah. So how about you, North? I know I would say you're more to the jig making, tying, all that side of it, but you're also painting. So where does your true passion lie? Does it lie more with the jigs, more with the painting, or are you feeling right in the middle?
I would say I'm more on the jig side of things. Holly and I started the jig thing about 2 years ago, maybe a little over 2 years ago,
Okay.
which has accumulated into, I think we're close to 50 different color powder coats, um, several different jig molds,
Yeah.
and I couldn't tell you how much material we have for tying different jigs.
Yeah.
But I would definitely say the jig side is a lot more my forte. When I do get the opportunity to spend some time in the booth,
judge when I'm clear coating, that's gonna be fun.
Anybody else catch that look?
I tend to keep leaning myself towards the baits that I would fish or Holly and I would fish.
Yep.
And kind of I've started purchasing some of our own blanks that are going to be for us to paint baits that we will fish. And I know, I know several have heard me say it. I'd fish that and lose that on a wing dam for you.
Yep.
I'm really good at that.
Yeah. Well, I have a solve for all of your painting problems, and that is a very inexpensive booth and compressor, and you can both paint at the same time.
Well, my compressor has the two lines that run off of it, so we just need.
Problem solved. Look, we can a little cardboard box, and you're good to go.
I mean, that's what I started with. I didn't have the little booth. I cut out a cardboard box just to start practicing, and
I started with the foam.
Yep.
Just that real dense pink foam you get at Menards. I just taped it together and let her fly.
Yep.
So, but that's great that you're both doing the same thing. You share common interest, and I know I see you guys on lives all the time, and you're both always doing something. You know, whether he's downstairs tying the jigs and you're upstairs painting, but we see you both. So it's quite entertaining sometimes because one will go to visit the other and we get to see both cameras in the same place.
Yep.
Or the two voices coming out of the one box.
Yep. So
that's a fun one for us if it's Holly's on live and all of a sudden it's my voice and you hear a bunch of people go, wait, what?
Yeah. So how did you get into painting, Holly? Was there other things that led up to you starting something like that? And we'll get into the jig side of it as well as to how you guys got started with that. But let's start with the painting side. Was it Jeff kind of got into it, or you got into it first and something led you to it? Or
well, I mean, I think over the course of the jigs, whatever, like we had the powder coat and doing the couple different colors and things like that. You know, he had mentioned to me, like, you know, this would be a lot easier with airbrushing, and you just could get, you know, different results with airbrushing. And, you know, I think you kind of hear that over the course of, you know, those couple months, those couple years. And it was, you know, kind of the timing of it. He's like, you know, I really think we should get an airbrush. You know, I think we should get one, you know, start with it. Let's try it. And I'm like, okay, let's go. You know, and I do other art stuff, and he's always really, you know, supportive. And, you know, being like, you know, doing art stuff, you don't always think your stuff is the best. And he's always really supportive and, you know, telling me that my stuff is pretty good. And I believe with the other artwork, I probably could do pretty good with airbrushing too.
Yeah, I believe that's everywhere and probably every artist mind, whether you're doing lures or regular water paintings or whatever you may be doing in the art world, you tend to not like your stuff as much as somebody else, and that's just simply not the fact. I've seen Jeff do some painting, and he's always saying kind of the same thing. It's not that great, but I put it together, and it's actually pretty good. And you yourself, I remember when you first started coming around, and I seen you down there and started talking with you, started chatting with you, and all of a sudden you were coming up in the boxes, and we were seeing some of your stuff. So you do some great work as well. So I know everybody likes to doubt themselves, but you guys both do great work. He says, me. So let's talk about the jig side. So kind of same question, you know, how did the getting into the jigs and the flies and the, correct me if I'm wrong, some of the current cutters and things like that. How did you get into that?
So a few of the guys that I fish with, prior to Holly and I being Holly and I, have kind of always like, how could we make this better? Because there's a lot of jigs that we would try and find that local bait stores might be sold out of, or big box stores don't have. So it kind of snowballed from that, where, well, it can't really be that hard to do. And Holly's the one that basically got me started I didn't purchase the stuff. She did. And
Okay.
it turned into a giant help for not just us, but friends around us that are close. And it's expanded from there to a bait store. And I can't say anything yet, but there's another place that my stuff might be going to. And I'm a little
Good.
nervous about it. But once it comes to light, I'll say something.
Good.
But that was kind of where it snowballed and started, and then the tie in the hair jigs. 99% of what I will do is going to be pure nothing but bucktail. No chenille, no chenille, no minimal tinsel, and I'm not saying there's anything wrong with chenille or tinsel. It's just everybody has their niche.
Yeah, yeah. But you guys do it all. When we start talking about you guys make jigs, you do it all. You buy the hooks, you pour the lead, you put the powder coats on or airbrush them, however you're doing them.
Yep.
You buy all the bucktails and chenille, and you put it together fully from a bare hook to ready to fish.
Start to finish. Yep.
Yeah. Well, that's awesome. I know, and there's nothing wrong with it. Don't take that the wrong way, but a lot of guys will get their hooks supplied, with the lead already on them from somewhere else.
Yep.
They literally tie them up, which is, it's an art form. I don't care how you're going about it, but you're kind of introducing more than one art form in there, because sometimes pouring them is it's not that easy either. I know I've talked to both of you when you're down there just pouring for hours and hours and hours and hours, and that's really all you're doing.
Yep.
So,
Yep. Well, and that's another thing too, is that's another thing that I am not afraid to provide, is ready to be tied or just ready to be used jigs, whether there's hair tied on them or not.
yeah. Yeah. So, what would be your favorite bait to paint when it comes to the airbrushing?
Well, I haven't painted everything yet, so I don't know.
Okay.
But I mean, I've painted double takes. I like them. I like the size of them. They're not too big. They have the texture to them. You know, I don't know. I think that one's probably one of my favorite ones so far.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I know you haven't been painting near as long, but what's one of your favorite ones to paint?
Because I really like to lose them on wing dams, DT10s.
Is what? I'm sorry?
DT10s.
DT10s? I enjoy painting those.
Bandits are very close. And it's, for me it's the walleye world. It's our main target. We did, for the first time in 2 years, decide we were going to try and go fishing for bass.
We went one time.
Once. I got bored, went and tried to find walleyes again.
You got bored with the bass fishing. So we would be completely opposites there. I of course live on Erie, and that's the big thing is walleye, and I'd rather fish for a bass any day. Any day I'd rather fish for a bass. So
they're fun to catch. I enjoy catching them, but I just don't target them.
Yeah. It's so funny to hear you say that, because I say the exact same thing when it comes to walleye. They're fun to catch. I just don't target them. But I do catch them. I catch them on bass lures all the time. All the time.
I mean, I can be honest, as far as bass fishing, not really targeting goes. She's got the larger bass than I do, and it was about a 5-pound smallmouth on the river. So
there you go. That's a good fight. Smallmouth.
4.5-pound largemouth, which we have pictures of.
Yeah.
The scale.
Smallmouth put up quite a good fight. That is for sure. They really do.
The Olympians out there. You get those ones that are, sit here, you pull them out, and they're just flipping all around.
They are crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So, sticking with the airbrushing, what's your favorite airbrush to use, or have you used multiple airbrushes?
So I started with an Avanti and a Black Widow, and I did find that I like the Avanti one better than the Black Widow. I haven't really used that Black Widow much.
Okay.
For Christmas, I did get two Neos, and I'm learning them. They operate completely different. I mean, like,
Yes.
an airbrush is an airbrush. They do have a different technique and finesse that you need to do with them. So I'm still learning on those ones, but the Avanti is kind of that workhorse. It does a lot.
And that's where I'm at with, I have Masters and then I have a Neo as well. I have two Neos and two Masters. I used to have three, but somebody got my other Master. But I've kind of found the same thing as my Masters are the workhorses. I have a Masters with a 0.5 in it, and that is what I use for base coat. And that thing sprays them out quick, fast, puts down a big spray. So then for my more detail, I switch over to my Neo, and I also have a Masters with a 0.3 in it as well.
Avanti has a 3 in it, yeah.
Yeah. So, do you have one that you prefer to use when you're stealing the booth?
This last bunch that I did, I started with that Avanti and finished with a Neo. And once I got to the other Neo that wasn't clogged, because I figured out how to clog two paint guns in a couple seconds. I'm kind of a little on that fence.
Okay.
There are things about that Avanti that the workhorse, you can let her buck and you can still dial it in, where the learning curve of trigger control with the Neo is a learning curve thing of that nature.
Yep.
However, there might be another question. I'm just going to say it. I have a background in automotive painting.
Yep.
So the trigger control side of things for myself, I've had for like 15 years.
Yeah.
So that was a curve that I think I might have been able to pick up a little quicker, but I'm not going to say it that way because she's sitting next to me and I don't want to get beat up.
Well, I think the trigger control of the Neo is way more sensitive than like my Masters. My Masters is a little more forgiving, whereas the Neo is more that 32nd of an inch by 32nd of an inch. It changes a lot.
Yeah.
So I'm with you guys on that. I really am. I haven't tried some of the more expensive ones, the Harder Steinbecks and Badgers and things like that. But I don't know that I will. I don't see myself spending that kind of money on an airbrush, especially when the ones I have work pretty well.
Stick with what you know.
Do you think you guys are going to go further up the scale with airbrushes?
At this point, I don't think so. If this is something that turns into, doing a lot more, of it, then yeah, maybe exploring, having one. But at this point, no.
So when it comes to the jig side of things and we're doing the tying and stuff, do you each have separate vices that you like to use, separate, correct me if I'm wrong, bobbins? So when it comes to those, are you guys kind of on the same page with the bobbins and vices, or do you prefer one over the other?
very close.
Okay.
Our vices are started off from Bass Pro.
Yeah, both the White River ones.
Yep.
Okay.
Both of our bobbins are from Bass Pro. I prefer the ceramic. I don't know the technical term for it, but the part that the thread on mine goes through is ceramic. The
Okay.
one that she has is brass with a flared end, so it doesn't have that opportunity to possibly have catches and
Okay.
cut your thread, what have you. The vise that Holly got me is a kingfisher, and I'm quite partial to it now.
Yeah. So what vice do you use now, Holly?
I just use the White River one.
So you stuck with the same vice?
Yep. I mean, I don't do nearly as much tying as Jeff does, so
Okay.
it's enough to allow me to, put a hook in there, hold it tight. It, does the job holding it while I'm tying it.
It does the job.
Yeah.
It does the job.
Yep.
I know it kind of depends. I think jig tying isn't much different than the airbrushing. You've got guys who swear by, I seen Lauren down there, the Mobius airbrush. He loves the Mobius airbrush. I've never used one, and I absolutely love the Masters and Neos. And I think you find the same thing when it comes to the jig tying. Sometimes guys are really into the more expensive jigs, more expensive bobbins, and other people are like, I'm just tying. I really don't, it doesn't matter as much to me. So,
for a vice comparison, you could almost look at it as someone prefers this helping hand over that helping hand.
yeah.
So if that's a kind of a level comparison of what I use versus what she uses versus different types of helping hands.
Yep. Well, and I'll tell you, it's a good thing you brought up the helping hands. As you guys know, the podcast is sponsored by Pretty Lures. I was getting my helping hands from, we'll just say, any old hardware store, right? For lack of a better ways, you can get them at quite a few places, hobby stores, stuff like that. And I went to Pretty Lures and started looking at their helping hands, and they are hands down better. The alligator clamps are replaceable. The base for the stand is so much heavier. So if you guys haven't gotten over, and I am talking to everybody in the chat, if you have not gotten over and checked out what Pretty Lures has to offer, Pretty Lures is a one-stop for bait making, period. They offer everything to do with jig tying. They offer everything to do with the airbrushing side, and they just keep adding more and more stuff every single time I get on there. Whether you want paints or vices, airbrushes, and then over to the jigs and all the stuff that they offer for the jigs. So, and if you don't know, now you know. Holly and Northwaters actually pro staff for Pretty Lures, so they're over there quite a bit. Now that doesn't mean they don't get stuff other places. That's not what pro staffing means. But when it comes to Pretty Lure, they offer a lot of the stuff that they use, and it benefits Pretty Lure, and it benefits them to be part of Pretty Lure. And so if you guys haven't checked it out, go over to Pretty Lure and check them out.
If you're looking for bucktail on their website, I'm sorry, I may have wiped it out.
You might have bought it all.
Left.
Again. Again. I'll tell you what, though. You can talk about the bucktail all you want, but I know I've seen some pictures that Holly has put up, or Northwaters. I don't know which one it was. That lady has a collection of blanks, and it just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And I think sometimes when I go to Pretty Lure to get something and it does say out of stock, I kind of blame you.
We can go for a walk with the camera if you want us to.
No.
What's that?
We could go for a walk with the camera if you wanted me to. We're not quite Lauren caliber yet.
I know. Now that guy, and he was on just a few weeks ago, if you guys remember, and he's been at it a little longer than you guys. So, and I know he doesn't live too far from you, but he is what we call the dictionary. He can tell you just about what every lure is, and that's not because it's the only thing he grew up doing. He does his research, and I'll be honest with you, a lot of us rely on him when we can't figure something out. We get a hold of the dictionary, and that's Lauren. So he helps us figure it out.
And we're thankful for it.
All right, you ready for a big question?
Sure.
No.
What
clear coat do you use?
So at first, we started with some UV. Realized that the Illuminate, the new version, was just not the way to go.
Okay.
I think since we realized that, it's just kind of been shunned down underneath the workstation area. We'll use it for some other crafting thing.
Okay.
And then tried the Nick Pro UV, and that one, it does work. We got also but built a bigger box, more lights in it, so that was helpful. And then I have started using and then have used since then the BSI, the 30-minute BSI that I've gotten for Pretty Lures.
That is my favorite. I think that's no secret. But I've not tried any of the UVs just because it always seems like a trial and error type thing. And I haven't heard as much negatives about the BSI as I have the UV. So let's take that a step further. I'm sorry, did you have something?
Well, for myself, I'll finish my thread with UV.
Yeah.
That's what I was going to ask.
Yep.
So when it goes over to the jig tying, there is some UV used, and it just depends on who you're talking to. I mean, I know some guys don't use anything or they try not to, and there's reasons why, but you do usually finish off the thread with the UV.
Yep. And if you were to grab the current cutters that you were sent, the jig head itself has UV on it as well.
Gotcha. To keep that from getting nicked away by the rock or anything like that?
Partially, but the other side of that is because of the disco gold on it, it does not lay flat.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So it gives it a smoother, harder finish and way less chance for rocks or what have you to catch that glitter that's standing like, all over.
Gotcha.
So, and then the thread is also UV'd as well.
Well, don't you worry down there in the chat. We are definitely going to see some of Holly's lures. We're going to see some of the jigs from Northwater Tackle. So we will get to that point in a little bit. This is a good question for both of you on both sides of your business. And being newer, I think to the painting world, it may help some people. So do you ever get painter's block, and what is a fix for it for you?
I mean, for me, sometimes it's, sitting there like, okay, which blank am I going to grab to, do? And the fix is, okay, just go grab one. I have them, going to paint them. And I think the block is like, okay, the blank that I'm picking that chooses what color, I might kind of go with it. Once it comes to colors, if I don't like it, you just kind of add another color. You might change the way it looks a little. It'll alter it. It might not be what I wanted to do with it or the vision I had with it.
So you're not a wash the bait off type person. You're keep adding until you get it right.
I have not washed a bait off yet.
Right. So for your painter's block, it's more or less just grab something and start working with different colors and see kind of what happens. Yeah. And I know for other people, it's, thumbing through a lure book and looking at the different color lures. So as far as that goes, I know the same thing can happen with jigs, right?
Yep.
So you don't run out of ideas. You just kind of hit that wall where you're like, I've already made 1,000 of these and 1,000 of those. I want to do something different. I'm not quite sure what to do. So what's a fix for you? Is talking to her?
That's the do the different.
So I think Holly comes from more of that artistic background, and let's not get that. You've done paintings, things like that for your house, and just because you enjoy doing stuff like that.
Yep.
So did that really help you in your procedures as far as bait painting goes?
I mean, it has, because there was one I chose a turquoise that I have. It was a deeper turquoise. Put it on because I was like, I thought I wanted that color, and I was like, nope, I don't want that color at all.
Yeah.
Wash it off. I know that I can do a certain color on top of it, and then get a different color, out of it. I've done a lot of watercolor, and so like with watercolor, you have to learn how to layer the colors.
Yep.
So I think that it's definitely been helpful having that color theory, knowing a lot about pigments and how certain pigments react to each other or layer with each other. It's been helpful.
I hope it's helped you, because I was not an artist before I started doing this, and
All first classes.
I'm just getting to the point to where I'm starting to layer up paints. And when I say just getting to the point, I mean like last week. And I've been at this almost a year now. So it really does help to have that artistic background. But let's say there's somebody in the chat that has never done anything artistic or anything like that. Don't be afraid to pick up an airbrush and get started. Anybody that's in these lives is more than willing to help you out. And a color wheel is your friend. I have a color wheel up here and I use it all the time. And it does help quite a bit.
Yeah.
I have
So, what's it? You got her for your color wheel?
I have a color wheel.
Dang. What do you do when she's not home? You wait for her to get home?
You could text me and ask me
I
a question.
just pour the jigs. I pour them at that point.
Just gets more ready.
Yeah. Hello. Is this tech support?
Exactly. Yep. No, there's a lot of truth to it, that where like there's something that maybe she's doing on a bait, and it's like, I wonder if I could somehow do something like that on a jig head.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's not going to be like a 16th ounce jig head, but could that get transferred over? I'll give it a rip, and then she'll give it a rip, and then I'll just walk away because I didn't get it.
Yeah. Well,
but she'll help me figure that out, if need be. But otherwise, there's a lot of just basics that I stick to.
yeah. Well, good. Well, we're going to give you guys a little break. Like I said, we are sponsored by Pretty Lure. Pretty Lure is going to do a giveaway at the end of this show. They will do a $25 gift code giveaway. If you are a bait maker, you can take that gift code and you can go right over to Pretty Lure and get all your bait making stuff. If you are not a bait maker, Barrett Bates is one of the owners of Pretty Lure, and he is going to paint you a custom bait. So either way, doesn't matter. You are a winner and you will get something. Also, Holly and Northwater are going to do a giveaway at the end as well. So let's do a little shout out. We got 45 people in here. My goodness. Lauren's Lures, Jigs, Sims, Spider Monkey, Crystal, Niece, Calvary, Tackle, Niece Outdoors, Ephraim, Slowburn, Skeeters, Woods, JG Custom Lures. If you guys don't know who JG Custom Lures is, he is doing a charity this year for St. Jude's. Make sure and send him a follow and get with him. If you'd like to do a donation to his auction, he's going to do an auction on the book. We'll call it the book. He's going to do an auction over on the book, and all of the proceeds will go to St. Jude's Children's Hospital. That's JG's Custom Lures. Hoghead's in here. Red Flag, Jose, Sage, Baby, Cincy, Road Cone, JM Jigs, Mad Mexican, Walleye Guy, Swamp Rooster's in here. Rainbow, Barrett's, Ozum Fishing, Gabe's Bass Fishing, Whiskow, Walleye, Zack Attack, Twisted Richie, Uncle Lou's, 007. Woo, there's a lot of people in here. McNasty, Uncle Tom's Custom Lures, Brasher's Baits, Bear, Crazy Jigs, Benster, Bass Cat, Sarge is in here, Critters Custom Tackle, Solid Steady, and Papa Woody. Welcome in, everybody. I'm so glad you came to hang out with us. We are definitely hanging out with Holly and Northwater and figuring out a little more about them. If you guys don't know, there is a big show going on in Columbus, Ohio. It is a national show, and quite a few of the people that I named off in there will be at the national show. I will be there as well. So, heart, hands, appreciate all the gifts, guys. That was a lot of names to go through. Appreciate everybody stopping in and hanging out with us.
Absolutely.
So back to you guys. We've got more questions. I always have more questions. I don't think I ever run out of questions. And when I do run out of questions, I let the chat ask you some questions. So that's coming up next. It will not be too much longer. We will open up the chat and we'll let them ask the questions that maybe I forgot, maybe I didn't think of. Another tough question. If you could pick, or if you had, I know a lot of people have told me lately they don't have one, or they admire many. Who is your favorite painter?
You're not ready. Finish drinking first.
I mean, there are two painters on here that do stick out to me. They have an amazing painting ability, but it is them as a person. And one is yourself, Uncle Corey. The other is Papa Woody. When I first was coming into the TikTok, you guys both had in your lives, welcome me in, getting the follows, getting me to be able to, turn on the camera, stuff like that. Like, that meant a lot in the beginning.
Good. Well, thank you. I appreciate that, and I'm glad to hear it. Papa Woody is an amazing painter. He's really good at what he does as well. And I know a lot of you don't get to see him too often. Papa Woody is a shift worker, is what I like to say. He's on a different shift. So he's more on in the mornings. If you guys haven't caught him, go check him out. But I truly appreciate that, Holly. It means a lot to me because I really admire your work. And I think you're moving along so fast. I find myself struggling to keep up with a lot of you guys. And it moves quicker and quicker, but it's all about that practice, right? You're on here every day. North is on here every day. Papa Woody's on here every day. And I try to get on here as much as I can to paint. I am the opposite of a lot of people. I would rather turn on my music and paint by myself than to sit in a live. Because a lot of times too many ideas gets me a little mixed up and I can't put down what I'm thinking. So I know you're on here quite a bit. Is that a thing for you? Are there times, and it's a question for both of you, are there times when you'd rather not be on the live, or is being on the live almost completely natural for you now and it doesn't bother you at all to paint?
I mean, there'll be times where, we'd be on it for a little bit and then we'll cut it off because we're going to watch a movie. Or like the other night we watched, the UFC fights. Like we had the live listening in the background, but that was the main thing, that we were doing and watching. But there'll be times, going fishing and stuff, like initially we didn't go live as much going fishing. We did a little bit. It's getting to know a lot of you guys. then extending, the family of, and friends that we have. So it's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
gonna go chat with friends, gonna go chat with family.
And I know a lot of people always talk about fishing together. I know some bait makers have been able to meet up and do some fishing or meeting at these expos. A lot of people are getting together and planning a time to go meet at expos and things like that. Some of them are a long drive, and I'm not willing to drive that far.
Just go on an adventure.
But yeah, a lot of us have hobbies outside of this. Okay, so when it comes to fishing, a lot of people just assume that because we're bait makers, we're fishermen. And I'll tell you right now, you will find out a lot of bait makers do a different style of fishing than the baits that they make. So take you guys, for instance, you do a lot of bass lures. I know you do walleye lures, but you do a lot of bass jigs. But your style of fishing and the fishing that you would prefer is walleye, not only walleye, but river style fishing. I'm the complete opposite. I don't fish the rivers hardly at all. I fish the mouths of the rivers coming into the big lake, but that's about as far as I go. So that's maybe you can elaborate a little more on that. So do you make lures specifically for yourself that you do not make to put out for other people to get?
There's a couple jigs that I do that were a staple for a really good friend of mine. So that's when he asked if I could do that color combination, I've kept it to myself.
Yeah.
And him obviously. But I would say 95% of our fishing is losing a lot of jigs.
Yeah. So what
was some of the start to it too? When we were making them, you mentioned as a teenager you made them.
Yep.
And getting into fishing, and I love to catch stickfish. And really big stickfish that you lose your jigs on. So we might as well save money and make our own.
Or half the tree comes up. But yes.
I've done that too.
there's a few bait makers out there, and these names sometimes kill me, lunkers and limbs or trophies and trees, and there are some funny names out there. So when you're fishing, or maybe when you're painting, but what color scheme is your favorite? Like, what color scheme do you fish with the most?
As far as a jig or a hard bait?
Sure, let's do both. So let's start with the jig.
You have one of my favorite colors, Corey. Whether it's a lake or a river, you have it in your possession.
Yeah.
So it would be disco gold. There's some orange and a little bit of black in it.
Yep, and I love that. Those jigs are amazing. So when it comes to hard baits, where are we at?
That's a tough one for me. There's somebody I believe that might be in the chat that does a very similar perfect red craw pattern that I like to lose on wing dams. But that more kind of and crayfish they're not something that's really predominant in our river system up here.
Yeah. Yeah.
But somehow, some way, it's a very productive color.
Yeah. Who is it? Go ahead and shout them out. Who's the bait maker you're talking about?
Swamp Rooster.
Swamp Rooster. He does some good stuff.
Yep.
Yeah.
But there's days where that now I'm drawing a blank on the sexy shad.
Yep.
Can be quite productive. There's not very many colors we stray away from. So I mean that kind of narrows down what we spend most time sending out for crankbaits.
So not just what catches, but Holly, do you tend to stick with the same colors he's talking about, or is there specifics that you would rather fish with that you make for yourself? Color scheme that you love?
So what I have bought to fish with, or things that I have made so far, I'd say ones that I bought there's the girl part of me. I'm like, oh, I like that one. It's pretty.
Yeah.
And I'll get it, and it will work, and I'll still beat them fishing. So for me, I must have some sort of, like I just, it's that aura I get when I go to the store, and that one calls to me, so I buy it and bring it home.
Well, that's the whole bottom line of this industry that we've gotten ourselves into is you have to catch the fishermen first.
Yeah.
To a lot of bait making, yes, it's about making baits that catch fish, but you have to catch that fisherman first. So you have to find out the colors that they love and that they want to use, or that catch their eye. What's that?
I said, Wisco Walleye, I'll sell your jigs to someone else.
Somebody down in the chat.
Yep.
Uh-huh. All right. Do you guys do boat fishing or bank fishing more?
It was bank fishing until we got a boat.
Okay. How long ago did you get a boat?
2 years ago. Almost 2 years.
2 years.
Yeah.
So prior to that, you guys were just bank fish.
Yep.
So
I have owned fishing boats in my earlier years and all the things, and then my offspring happened and things had to change, and it's fine. I'm not complaining, not one bit. But yeah, mainly boat now.
So the question that I'm sure is going to get you both riled up. So first we'll start with Holly. Let's start with North. What is your PB and what species?
Well, I guess there would be two that I'm very proud of. One, I wish I would have at least been able to. I wish replicas were a thing at the time. Well, there's three, actually. Sorry. I wish replicas were a thing at the time. My first one was my 7-pound, 2-ounce largemouth.
There you go.
I was 14. That is on the wall. My second PB is the one I wish replicas were a thing. Was a 42-inch northern up in the Boundary Waters, up on the Canada border.
Okay.
It's hard to go with the walleye one because there's two that kind of go together. I have not hit the 30-inch mark yet, but 29 3/4 I've gotten 3 times.
That's pretty close.
Heaviest I got this spring on a hair jig that I tied was 28 3/4 inch and 9 pounds 7 ounces.
Wow. All right. Those are some pretty good numbers. Now, Holly, what do you got?
A good guide.
Yeah. So at 26?
26 and a half.
26 and a half up on Lake of the Woods this last summer.
Nice.
Yep, walleye.
Okay.
Other than that, I mean, I've caught some 4-inch, 5-inch, and 6-inch around trees. So, no, I mean, there's been some other fish. I mean, for me, it's kind of like when it comes to painting. I have this thing of I'd like to paint every type of lure and bait out there, right? Yep. I want to catch every fish there is out there. It doesn't matter what size it is. I just have a species list that I want to catch them all. So we call it.
So what's your dream fish? What species have you not fished for that if you had to pick one right now, that would be your next one that you pick to go fish for?
My pocket hurts.
What?
For myself.
The parrotfish?
Mm-mm.
What do you want to catch?
I want to go after Goliath grouper.
Okay. Yeah. Hey, That would be a fight for a long time.
I think for me, going like Pacific Northwest, going for salmon.
Salmon?
Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
I just
Mine,
want
and I've said it before, is I want to catch a peacock bass, and I also want to go for, and it just left my brain as I'm talking about it.
you already caught me, buddy.
Not stripers, but down in Florida, wiper. All right, we'll move on. I can't remember.
Peacock bass would be fun. Just to
Peacock bass
I would go for salmon because you can actually take it home. Peacock
snook.
bass.
Somebody said it in the chat. Thank you very much.
Yep.
Snook.
Oh, snooks.
Bass Cat's got you covered.
But peacock bass, I think it's just because it's another bass species.
Yep.
But man, are they beautiful? They're beautiful fish.
Kind of looking at the chat. I agree with all fish that are being commented. They all would be fun.
Yeah.
I just want to see how quickly I would, I guess, tap out on a Goliath grouper.
I've seen some workouts on those things. That is for sure. They don't call them Goliath grouper for nothing. They can be the size of houses, it seems like. So that would be a fight.
Yep.
A very big fight.
Yep.
Let's start with Holly. Is there a piece of advice that you would give somebody that is newer into the bait making community, or just a piece of life advice in general that maybe somebody gave you you'll never forget?
I mean, like when it comes to painting, I did it at first, and then I don't do it as often now. But practice on something other than the bait right away. You want to try new, color, pattern, layering, stenciling. We all have cardboard. Flatten your cardboard, save that piece of cardboard, try it out. That way, there's that little less frustration if you just go to try it on the bait and it doesn't work the way that you want.
Yep.
And make sure that you kind of get to know your airbrush and your paints and the thickness that you want them to be.
Yeah.
You go get, I'm going to go get that new paint, play with it, find the thickness, get it to that thickness so it's ready to go. I think it'll lead for less frustration when you go to use it.
I think one of the best pieces of advice that I got when you're referring to use something other than the bait is clear plastic spoons. Yep. Grab you a clear plastic spoon and paint that thing. It is going to put about the exact same color as it's going to put on your bait.
Yeah.
Or a black spoon when it comes to any sort of color shifts or
clear if you're doing candies or transparents.
Yep. It really does help. So, well, hopefully that helps somebody in the chat. Same question to you, North. Is there a piece of advice you give to somebody? And for you, it can be whether it's jig tying as well. Is there a piece of advice you give to somebody that's new to doing this? I know I've seen people in the live say it before. They're like, man, I need to take some lessons from North and Holly on jig tying. So
don't touch the melter. I've accidentally done it and it sucks.
You only do it once, twice if you're just not thinking. 3 times. Okay.
all accidents. It's easy. I don't want to say that it's easy, but pouring the jigs is fairly easy, fairly elementary. There's heat that needs to be understood. There's, does the hook need to be hot before you do it? How super hot do you need to have your mold be? When it comes to that, or tying hair jigs or things of that nature, don't get discouraged if things shift.
Yeah.
If I personally, I don't use any glue on my thread or my bucktail. I've yet to have anything shift or pull out, so we're gonna do that. It can always be undone and you can start over. So basically, I would say take your time and understand how the thread and hair or chenille or tinsel or anything's reacting as you're tying. If it's going to twist, can you turn it back, lock it down? But I guess biggest thing is take your time and don't give up.
Yeah.
And stay persistent because you'll get it.
There you go. One of the questions I forgot is what hooks do you guys use on your hard baits?
6.
A 6. But are they BMC? Are they?
I'm just kidding. I was there. It was there. On the jigs, I use predominantly mustad sickles.
Okay.
At a certain point, I have to change brand because mustad doesn't offer that size, but it's still a sickle, and those would be victories.
Yeah.
Okay. And on the hard baits themselves, are those hooks that you use from Pretty Lure, or do you just use whatever's available?
I have gotten some from Pretty Lure. I've gotten some from other places.
Okay.
You know, for predominantly they're mustad ones. You know, just because it's what I have available around me here.
Okay.
Sometimes being able to be around here can be easier because it's not
Around
shipping.
here.
Yeah, around here. Because I didn't do a lot of, big baits. It didn't, make sense to have a big inventory of 1s and 2s and stuff like that. So sometimes getting them from a workplace, was easier to get those.
So last question before we open it up to the chat. And my question is going to be, do you guys do auctions? If you do, where at, what days and times, and do you have a website?
Yes, we do auctions. Wouldn't really say I really fall into any certain specific night. I've done Tuesday, Saturday, Sunday. It's pretty much if I hear about one, if I have stuff ready, I'll reach out to the person doing the auction and say, hey, do you have a spot open? There is a very special auction that is going to be coming up in about a week and a half. That I will be selling in the ladies auction, February 7th, the Saturday. It's on TRS. It's on her site. She'll be hosting it.
Okay.
So sure, you guys, and ladies, save the date for that.
There you go. All ladies bait auction. It will be on TRS's page. What time did you say it was?
Oh, I think she said it was 7 Eastern.
Okay.
8 Eastern, something like that. I forget.
She's in the chat somewhere. She can throw it up there for us and we can shout it out. It is 7 Eastern. And you said it was on what day?
Saturday, February 7th.
Saturday, February 7th at 7 Eastern, TRS Tackle and Treasure. There will be an all-ladies auction. Holly will be part of it, as I'm sure a lot of the other ladies of the bait-making world will be in there. So make sure you check it out.
There's a lot of talented ladies that are going to be in there.
Oh, yeah, definitely. They have done one once before, and it was a hit. A lot of people showed up for that auction. A lot of great baits. TRS has already been on the show. Her husband, Bubba's Custom Lures, will be on the show in the future. So looking forward to having him on here. That was my last question for you guys. Is there anything that you think we might have left out that you would like to talk about yourself?
I don't know.
I feel like we had this conversation already and I forgot already.
Okay. Well, we're going to open it up to the chat. You guys can help me read the chat if you would like. It tends to go by pretty quick sometimes.
So, real quick, I know Rosalie was asking couple times in here. I said I was ready. She's asking to show like one of my favorite baits that I painted. And this has nothing to do with the fact that it is a Pretty Lures bait as well. It's just one that I enjoyed painting. I liked it, and I haven't even cleared it yet, and I like it so much. And it is the Pretty Kitty. Hold on.
Oh, there you go.
It's this one right here.
Very nice. Oh, she was saying who all was in the auction. Very nice. So everybody that's going to be in that TRS all ladies auction, it's going to be Holly, Wicked Witch, Lures, Crystal, Niece, and TRS. So far, if you'd like a spot, please reach out to her. Reach out to TRS, Tackle, and Treasure. If you're one of the lady bait makers and you're just hearing about this, go ahead and reach out to her. Get you a spot in that all ladies auction. We are going to move on.
Support them.
we can see the signature on the bait.
Yeah, I'll got a hand sign them all.
I see a how about Jeff? I don't.
I'll be back.
I don't really have, so I just saw Sage's messages there. I don't really have a signature bait yet. I kind of keep trying around, different either color patterns, different stenciling, different baits that I'm using. I haven't really found anything that's really like that signature yet.
Okay. Well, hopefully you fall into one. I think Jeff is getting some of his jigs to kind of show off a little bit. She is talking about the sunburst.
I've only really made one, and there's one, the one that you have, Uncle Corey. There's a tie-dye sunburst one. Yeah, I mean, to me, I think my signature is like something that I make a lot of. So.
Signed and unsigned.
Skeeter says, what's the one color paint you have the most trouble with? And for him, it's red.
I don't use a lot of red, and maybe that's some of why. It wants to either go on way too opaque or way too transparent, even if it isn't opaque. It's not really forgiving. If you put it somewhere, you can't really put a color on top of it to turn it into something else. So red is something I don't use a lot. Purple is actually something I don't like, a bright, a vivid purple. Also more of a rose magenta I use. Like a royal purple I don't use a lot of.
So another question, and this is just for Holly, and I bet you can guess who it came from. And it's, who is your favorite jig tire? And it cannot be Jeff. And that is from
We know.
Jigs on Wheels.
Well, there's this Burnout Bobby kid. No, I mean, I don't know. She ties flies.
Oh.
She's on TikTok here. She's an amazing, jig tire. She makes like one of something. How she does her videos and how she comes up with these amazing, like, it'll be a crab that looks like a real crab and walks across the water like a crab. And it's the artistry of it, I think, is what I admire with her.
Did you say her name, or who was it?
She ties flies.
Oh, okay. She ties flies.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Oh, Peter knows her. Says she's an amazing tire.
I know.
I do not know her, but I am not so much on the tying side. I try to know everybody, but it's not something I typically do. But
we all say it to each other. The world of fish talk is, we're this part of what is, this big, huge thing. Yeah.
It is huge. There's not hundreds. There's thousands and thousands of people do this. And not just right here on TikTok. YouTube opens up another world, and Insta opens up another world. So
Rosalie Rosalie was asking to see my favorite bait that I've painted.
Okay.
Corey, no, it's not for sale.
Okay, then just give it to me. Very nice. That half and half. I like that.
And that was probably only like, I don't know, the fourth one you did. Third one, maybe even.
I like that. It looks like a toxic ice cream cone.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice, Jeff.
Thank you, sir.
Who backs in the boat? Sims. He wants to know who backs in the boat. Jeff.
Well,
Most of the way.
Down the ramp or into the water?
Some of the boat launches that we launch at, they're really goofy, kind of tricky. So I'll back into the water's edge. I'll get in the boat and she'll finish off. But
Yeah.
she's getting a whole lot better. She's very good at backing up. So if anybody knows anything about backing up trailers and how dynamics work, Holly's camper is very short wheelbase. Her vehicle is very short wheelbase. She backed that thing into places that there's probably a lot of us guys that might struggle with the short wheelbase combo.
Gotcha.
Learning a long wheelbase and a long wheelbase is something that takes a little bit to get used to. But in a very short period of time, she's getting very, very good at that too.
That's awesome. From Crystal Niece, do either one of you criticize each other's work?
How the hell could I?
So you get along really good in that aspect. There's not much, for lack of a better way, there's not much butting heads. There's not much criticizing. You both enjoy each other's work pretty well.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Okay.
Absolutely. There are things, I will say, I will be honest about this. There are things that I will get suggestions from her on, hey, what if you were to add maybe this feather or this tinsel or maybe sneak this color bucktail in somewhere, and I'll give it a rip and then look at it and go, where were you like 20 minutes ago when I started this?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But that's, and it's a positive thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're said something, and I'm just like, no, that's not the way I want to go with it.
Rebecca Brasher says Brian had to back up the truck and take the boat off. That's a big no for me. She says
this last summer we had a truck with the tailgate, and I was the person at the boat ramp that I'd get it lined up. I'd go put the tailgate down because then I could see it. Because these ramp, they'll be like this, and then there's like that sharp angle going down, and I just can't see. Yeah.
Great questions, guys. Great answers. We've got 111K on the likes. Tons of shares going out. The gifts are there. We got 54 people in here. If you guys have any questions, get them down there now. What's your favorite college team? From Slow Burn.
What sport are we talking about?
There you go. There's your question, Slow Burn. Who catches more fish? From Mold Man.
Depends on what we're doing.
Y'all see overall, my question?
Jeff does outfish me. There'll be days that, I'm just more lucky than he is, or, vice versa. But overall, over the years of fishing, like, he has caught more than me.
Yeah. Slow Burn, they're wondering if you're talking about football or what you're talking about as far as college team. And Wheelin, I did not see your comment. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Y'all see my question? I'm sorry, I did not see it. Let me see if I can get back to it.
It was what made you start making lures and baits?
There you go.
Real fast, Slow Burn. I don't watch it. I don't watch football. Sorry.
You're muted. You're muted.
Okay, so really random. Remember when I was saying that there's a jig color that I do that is specific to a certain person? So you
Yep.
couldn't hear me. You couldn't hear me talking because he was just calling.
Oh.
But so negative on football. If it's on while we're fishing, we'll throw it on in the background on the radio in the boat. But as far as what got us started making baits and lures is one with the jigs. It's a lot. It's less expensive to make them for yourself when you lose so many. The bait making side of things, I'll speak for myself that there's a lot of colors out there that have been discontinued that work. And I kind of wanted, me personally, I wanted to be able to figure out a way to recreate those and use them for ourselves.
Okay.
But when it comes to world of things, I think it might be because just the artistic and expanding
Yeah, I
on your
mean,
abilities.
a lot of with, like you had mentioned, like, oh, we could, make them. This is how we can make our own jigs. And I mean, and a lot of times when you have an idea for something, like, okay, let's do it. It was something that quickly became, something that you were, passionate about and wanted to be doing and wanted to have it grow more than, just making them for us.
Yeah.
That support I feel that, we'll have for each other is a lot of what's made things drive and, keep going.
Yeah. So Spider Monkey says, is there a bucket list destination to fish? And I've got about 16 more questions for you already. So
Okay.
Me, I'll be real fast with it. Lake Winnipeg through the ice.
okay.
For big greenback walleye.
Ollie?
What's going on in Montana? Peck?
Peck.
Yeah.
Fort Peck.
Peck.
Fishing.
And doing what?
Doing it Fort Peck for ice fishing.
There you go. Calvary Customs wants to know, Jeff.
Nope.
When you going to put a ring on it? And what's the next one? Who's the best man?
I'm gonna say it, and I know Holly knows the answer. I don't feel that I need to show and prove that she is my person, and I'm not going anywhere.
There's nothing wrong with that.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm divorced twice, and I know I'm not going anywhere.
Boy, they wanted me to put you on the spot bad.
Hey, that's fine. That's fine. I'll be
Who's
honest.
invited to the wedding? Sims wants to know.
Not you.
Oh my, that started a whole chain right there.
I don't think Sims was ready for the not you.
Holly, did you grow up fishing? Crystal Niece wants to know.
Yeah, my dad would take my brother and I out. My parents always had some boat of some sort. We had family property down on the St. Croix. And so we'd be having the boat down there doing fishing on the river. When we didn't bring the boat out, we would take the canoe to a lake by us and go, string up a whole thing of, sunnies. Yeah, did a lot of fishing growing up with my brother and I, but once we got probably to that middle school to high school, kind of waned off. We became too cool for stuff sometimes. Yeah.
Oh my God.
I'm just taking these questions as I can, guys. Sometimes this chat moves pretty fast. If I'm not getting to your question, put it in there again. JG Customs. He was talking to Lauren. What from Crazy Jigs? What's your favorite pattern to paint and or tie?
I don't know if I've come across a favorite yet. Because I think if I do one pattern on one, I might try it again on the next one, but I try to do something different. I still consider myself in that learning phase of painting. And so I don't want to do the same one over and over. I'm going to
Yeah.
alter a little something, whether it's slightly different colors, slightly different stencil. Just trying to learn and explore, I guess, until I find a favorite, of something.
Okay.
There's a hair jig that I sent to Brasher for Christmas. I really like that one. Otherwise, I would say very. It's going to be a natural color or, David. Sorry for pretty much buying you out on these. Kelly green hair.
Kelly Green. Kind of thought you might say that. I know you got a bunch of them. Walleye guy, water-based paint, candy, or ink? Water-based paint, candy, or ink? What's your favorite?
I mean, if I was given those three choices and could only use one for the rest of the time, it would be water based because candies, inks, they just don't have as big of a selection.
Twisted Richie, have you ever made any crazy lures?
I can go get it. I'll be back.
No.
Yep.
You didn't make it.
Calvary says, when are we going to do a bait trade? He says, I got to go get it. Come on, ask the questions. No, we're not asking that question on here. You know what Jig said. You can read it.
It sure did crazy. He got excited. He's going to run with hooks right now.
Jeff Center Kid came out.
Did you just run with hooks?
I ran with hooks. There you go.
You seen what Jigs on Wheels said, right?
Thank you.
When he said, come on, ask the question.
Which one?
Yeah. No, I'm not going to ask that question. In the lives, it's fine. I'm not going to ask it on here.
Oh, wheeling and reeling.
I think we've gotten through all the questions. If I missed your question, when are we meeting for lessons with Holly?
Well, I keep saying I want to try to do something, find a...
Oh, that is crazy.
Well,
but you see what it has, right?
Well, it's upside down right now. Kind of.
It's got its own peen.
Oh, okay.
Those go at the bottom.
I was talking to them, but Lauren answered also. JG's Customs wants to know, when are we going fishing together? I think was his question.
Oh.
Well, meet in the middle, Lake Erie.
It's not in the middle.
Huron. Still Lake Erie, just the other side.
When are we doing the next paint challenge? Those just pop up out of nowhere, buddy.
They seem to happen a lot on like Fridays or Saturdays if there's not an auction going on.
Right.
They do tend to happen more on the weekends or right toward that weekend.
You could start doing those randomly like on a Wednesday or something too.
Oh, what is what would be your dream or goal? Would it be to do this full time and not work anymore? Would it be to run charters? Would it be to own a bait shop? Something like that? Do you guys have a dream or goal like that? Or do you just enjoy doing what you do and working where you work?
I mean, ultimate dream is I would become a professional traveler.
Professional traveler. Okay.
I've done a lot of traveling, road trips, things like that in the U.S. and done a lot of sightseeing, and there's still so much more to see. I know that this last summer, going up to Lake of the Woods, spending the week up there, Jeff and I are like, oh, if we ever came down to it, would we want to, buy and own a resort up there? And I think that's something that could be, entertained. That would be that moving further north. It's pretty much Canada.
Swamp adventure travelers.
So,
Okay.
adventure travelers.
So
you got 10 minutes to leave. Let's go. Okay, bye.
Pretty Lures says, where can clients see your painted lures and jigs? And where can we find all this? If it's not on an auction and it's not on a website, how do we get to your stuff?
So for me, I do take the pictures of the stuff that I have sold, the things that I'm making along the way, and I put it up on TikTok. I don't really have anything more than that.
Okay.
You have TikTok and Facebook.
Yep, TikTok, Facebook.
Okay. So basically just get a hold of you, right? Yep. So if you're looking for something from Holly or North, and remember, they both paint and they both do jigs. So if you're looking for anything from either one of them, make sure you're checking out their Facebook, make sure you're checking out their TikTok, and don't be afraid to send them a message. Send them a message. If you see a lure that's been painted or a jig that's been done in the past, get a hold of them. They can definitely replicate that and do it again for you.
Yep. Or we can do dressed treble hooks as well.
How do people follow you? You can follow them on TikTok. You can follow them on Facebook. You guys don't do anything with YouTube and you don't have a website, correct?
Correct. Not yet.
Okay, not yet. So you plan on starting a website?
Yep.
What are your exact profile names so that people can follow you?
So it would be the same for the TikTok. For my Facebook would be Northwaters Tackle Co.
Okay.
Minnesota, JG.
JG. Yeah, they're out of Minnesota.
Yeah, we're like 2.5 hours south of you. Maybe 3.
When are you both getting stickers? Ephraim wants to know.
They were being made today.
They're in process of being made.
Yep, they are out of Minnesota. All right, guys. We've taken on a lot of questions. We are working on 8:30. Like I said, we do have giveaways. Would you guys like to get to the giveaways?
Sure.
All right. So we always start with the bait bakers themselves. You guys said that you would like to do a giveaway. We will start with that giveaway. If you guys don't mind, I'm going to bring Sage up. Sage is going to pick the number for us if it's okay if we do it the way I usually do it on the podcast.
Absolutely.
All right. Let me see if I can find her really quick, or she can get herself up here and request. And we are going to do a giveaway. Our first giveaway will come from Holly and Northwaters from the Northwaters Tackle Co. The second giveaway will be the $25 gift code from Pretty Lure. And if they decide they want to do more giveaways, we'll go from there. Appreciate you coming up, Sage, and helping us out. And what are we going to do for our first giveaway here, guys?
So, I don't know if any of you guys kind of seen or followed along a few months ago. This is one that, Jeff painted. So Jeff did this side. I came downstairs and he's like, hey, paint the other side. He left the colors there, so I thought he was intending me to do the other, side with the same colors. So this is our two-faced bait. It has, one's his side, one's my side. They're both signed.
Very nice. Both of your signatures are on it?
Yep.
Oh, boy.
And it's also a signature holly bait because, you need a bait that has holly on it. I don't have to sign it much more than put myself on it.
Very nice.
As well. And then Jeff has some things as well with that one.
And this is all for one giveaway?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
we're going to go my direction. There was, I think he might still be in the chat. He may not be. But I was asked if I could do a shad pattern in a hair jig, and I'm trying to get them laid out where I can hold them up.
Yeah.
There we go. So these are These are 1/4 ounce. My rendition of a shad bucktail hair jig. So you get 3 of those.
Very nice.
We'll hold up. We'll try and get one to show.
There you go.
So the white kind of, it's actually gray. Looks white, but it's actually gray. And something that I have done for a while, but never really talked about, would be 4 crawler harnesses.
Crawler harnesses. Very nice.
Thanks, Trev. So that would be number 10.
All right, that is number 1. We have 55 people in here. Let me remind you, if you are a private account, you will not be counted in the giveaway. So hopefully you're not on private. We have 55 people. Let's give it a spin. Let's see who wins tonight. Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Number 1, Jigs on Wheels.
That's rigged.
I call for a respin.
It's rigged. Respin. Doesn't count.
Rigged.
Jigs on Wheels. Congratulations, my friend. You are the winner of their giveaway.
There we go. Here they come.
Oh, yeah. You knew that was coming. You knew it was coming. You knew it was coming.
Yep. That would be our big giveaway.
That's your big giveaway. So we're going to move on to Pretty Lure. All right. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for the giveaway. Congratulations, Jigs on Wheels. You are the winner of the giveaway tonight. Let me write that down really quick just so I know. And the next giveaway will be done by our sponsor, Pretty Lures. Pretty Lures is a sponsor of the podcast. They help me with a lot of my needs and wants. They help me come up with some of these questions. Go visit them for all your bait making needs. They have just about anything that you would be looking for when it comes to the bait making world. Paints, airbrushes, skirts for your jigs and your bucktails and your Chanels, and they have exclusives on certain colors of Chanels and skirts, and certain lures are exclusive to them. If you don't know and you've never ordered from Pretty Lure, their customer service is above and beyond. Not only is every order sent out with a personally written letter, completely personally written, you receive a free gift with every order. It doesn't matter if it's a small order or a big order. And what they try and do is kind of give the free gift right along with kind of what you're ordering. If you're ordering a bunch of paints, they're not going to give you skirts for jigs, right? So make sure and go over and check out Pretty Lure. And we're going to do another spin of the wheel, and we're going to figure out who is going to be the winner of the $25 gift code. Let's give it a spin. And we are going to find out who wins for the Pretty Lure giveaway. Is number 45. Let me get down to 45 real quick. Number 45 is Crazy Jigs. Crazy Jigs, you are the winner
It's
of
the
the
night to
Pretty
have
Lure
jigs in your
giveaway.
name.
What's that?
The night to have jigs in your name. In your
I
handle.
guess. Crazy Jigs, congratulations.
Rig. Really?
Yeah, you know that's coming.
Y'all got to watch it.
That's why we do it the way we do it. I think it is a very fair, even way to do it. We get a lot of different winners on here. There is a winner every single week on the podcast. Sometimes 2 to 3 giveaways. Sometimes we do a waffle down in the chat. You just never know what we're going to do for a giveaway. So make sure you guys are tuning in. Make sure you're interacting with us and your name's up there so that you might be the next winner of the giveaway.
Thank you, Sage.
Yes, thanks for helping.
Corey, can you make Holly show her shirt? Well, I can't make her, but I can ask her to. Let me put her in the big box here. It is backwards.
Oh, that's right.
What does it say?
Support your local bait makers, and it's got Pretty Lures on it.
Nice. I love those shirts. I have to have one of those. Support your local bait makers. You guys can find those shirts exclusively on Pretty Lures. They make them themselves and they'll get you one shipped out. If you're interested in one of those shirts, let them know. I need one too.
We drove 15 hours to go get our shirt, so you can drive to go get yours too.
Nah, I think I'll just wait till they're in stock and I'll order one. It can ship 15 hours to me.
Yeah.
A little more planning, we could have picked you up on the way.
Pretty Lures, I know, right? Pretty Lures says they'll start selling them very soon. So if they're not up on the website, give them a little time. They will get them up there. Pretty Lures has a lot going on, guys, and I can't talk about it enough. Make sure you're checking their website, if not every day, at least every week. They're always adding something new. They're always striving to be better, and you can always find something different. I know my bank account thinks that Pretty Lures is all I spend my money on because you see that name a lot. Mm-hmm. So I just had a birthday recently, and I think 3/4 of my birthday gifts came from Pretty Lure, and I couldn't have been more excited about that. So thank you so much, Sage. I appreciate you. I'm going to drop you down. And disconnect. Bye-bye. Thank you. Thank you to all my moderators for being in the chat and helping me out and making sure things go smoothly for us. TRS is one of my moderators. Swamp Rooster is one of my moderators. Sage is definitely one of them. And I'm sure I'm forgetting other ones. I have a few, and I try and keep it that way. That way I know who's exactly doing what. I want you guys to have the best experience that we can give you, whether you're down in the chat or whether you're up here in the interview. And I hope, Northwaters and Holly, I hope you had the best time. And I greatly appreciate you coming on. My next guest, and I said I was going to start doing mail call, and I unfortunately have slacked in that department. I kind of had a busy week myself, so I'm doing the best I can to keep up with everything. So after Holly and Northwater are done, this will be next Tuesday. Next Tuesday, we are going to have none other than Swamp Rooster himself. So Swamp Rooster has agreed to come on the podcast and interview with us so that you guys can ask him all the questions that you might have, as well as going through the order of questions that I have for him. Don't be afraid to message me, guys. If there's a question that you think I might be forgetting, if you yourself would like to do a giveaway on the podcast, I do allow that. as a bait maker yourself, you can contact me personally, send me a message, tell me you'd like to do a giveaway on the podcast. I'll get with you. We'll get it worked out. We'll actually get you up here in a box, and you can do a giveaway of one of your lures and get your name out there. If you're interested in being on the podcast, make sure you send me a message. I can't think of everybody all the time. There are thousands of you bait makers out there, and I would love to interview each and every one of you. And I know a lot of these guys would love to hear more about you. So whether you are a bait maker that would like to be on the podcast, or you know a bait maker that you would like to see on the podcast, make sure you send me a message. Send me a message if you'd like to do a giveaway. I am starting to do some waffles down in the chat. It's kind of a new thing, and I always check with the guests that I have on that week before I allow any of that to happen, to make sure we're not taking away from their experience and their interview. The most important person on this screen right now is the guest. So I appreciate you guys coming in. Go ahead.
JG put a comment in just as a reminder. He's got that auction coming up in a little over 2 weeks.
Yep.
So if there's any, bait makers, lure makers, tires, whatnot, any outdoors, anything that you have, getting stuff sent up to him for that. I know, Corey, you know how to say it maybe a little better than I tried to there.
Yeah. So JG's custom lures outdoors, which one is he under right now?
He's under JG's.
Okay. So JG's is doing his St. Jude's auction. All the proceeds from his auction will go directly to St. Jude's. And it's not just anybody can donate. It doesn't have to be something that you made. You can donate anything to do with outdoors, whether that be tents or trips. Maybe you're a guide and you'd like to auction off one of your guided trips. That is something that he works with. And I know JG has apologized. I couldn't tell you how many times this year. JG has had a little bit going on in his life like we all do. So he hasn't been able to push this out as much as he'd like to. And Pretty Lures got with me, and we got with JG's, and we're trying to push it out for him. His auction will be on Facebook the 12th, starting the 12th through the 15th. And everything that is donated to JG's will be auctioned off at that time, and all the proceeds will go directly to the St. Jude's Fund. Their goal last year, I think, was 20,000, and this year we're looking to break that goal and rise above and go beyond that. And if you don't know St. Jude's, I'm not sure what rock you're living under. St. Jude's helps all the children. Everything's free to them, free to the parents. Absolutely everything's just free. And that doesn't come free. These people donate their time, and other people donate their time and money to St. Jude's. So if you'd like to be a part of that, go ahead and send whatever you'd like over to JG's. If you can't, hey, just be there for the auction. You don't even have to buy anything. Just be there to support it. And the viewership also helps out. Maybe you know somebody that hasn't heard about this. Get them in touch with JG. So it's a great thing to be a part of. There's not many things the podcast is going to be a part of, but that is one of them. Did you guys have anything else? Or are you ready for the whole family to come up in the boxes and harass you?
They've been doing that all night.
They've been doing it all night. What's the difference? They do it every day.
Every night.
All right, guys, you are... Yes, like and share over on Facebook, JG's Custom Lures. Everything of his will be done on Facebook, but that doesn't mean you can't contact him right here. You can get in touch with him right here. He'll get you the address. You can get it sent over. I know he doesn't know everybody on here, but I am telling you right now, Uncle Corey's Custom Lures, the podcast, Pretty Lures, Northwaters Tackle Company, and a lot of the rest of us do know who he is. Very trustworthy, and everything that goes over to him will go into this auction. So make sure you get a hold of him, help him out.
Yeah,
please follow Holly and Northwaters and like and share their stuff as well. Definitely. If you guys aren't following everybody in here, make sure you're sending everybody a follow. Three-quarters of the people down in this chat are bait makers themselves, and eventually you're going to see them right here on the podcast. But for tonight, make sure you like and follow Holly Wahlberg and Northwaters Tackle Company. Give them a follow. Check out their stuff. If there's anything you're interested, let them know.
There's a lot more that's going to be getting uploaded here very shortly.
Oh, Pretty Lure says once you follow them, you'll get the 10% off discount code once you're a follower. So that's 10% off over at Pretty Lures. So I think most of their pro staff, it is that way. You have to follow the pro staff. Once you follow the pro staff, they can give you a 10% code. So make sure you're following. And if you're not following the podcast, what are you doing? Follow the podcast. Follow us right here. Follow us over on the YouTube at The Podcast 2025. Let's get all of these platforms up to where they need to be. And we'll keep bringing you the great content. If you enjoyed what you've seen tonight, if this is your first time in here, make sure you come back. Make sure you send us all a like and follow. And we'll be doing it again next Tuesday at 7 Eastern.
Thank you, Uncle Corey.
You're welcome. Thank you guys so much for being in. And that is the end of the podcast. Thank you all so much. That doesn't mean we're going anywhere. We're going to open up the boxes and let you guys up in here.
You're going to need to give me like 5 minutes because I got to go to the bathroom.
I just needed something to drink.
Yeah.
All right. If you guys would like to come up in here and you'd like to talk with Holly or Northwaters or anybody else that's coming up in here, the boxes are open. All we asked is that you're respectful. And as long as you're respectful, you're more than welcome up in here.
Thanks, Dan.
Yeah.
What's up, everybody?
What's up? We all done good.
What's that?
I said they all done good.
Thank you.
They did do good. Everything went according to plan. It went perfectly. I have to thank my moderators again. I have to thank Pretty Lures again. Without them, this wouldn't be possible. And Holly and Northwaters, without my guests, this wouldn't be possible. So thanks for trusting in me and coming in here and letting me do the interview. Wood flies, welcome. Little River Lure Lady. I tell you what, she better be getting ready. Little River Lure Lady is coming up in the next couple weeks. You guys don't want to miss that.
I don't. This is what we planned for our Tuesday night, so we're ready, like for the unforeseeable future.
Yeah, I do. It's every single Tuesday, guys. Every single Tuesday at 7. I am here for your entertainment purpose. You're scared. Don't be scared.
Dang you, Holly. You beat me to it every time.
What?
I ain't scared. I'm just waiting.
Little River Lure Lady, you're more than welcome up in here. Let's get a little more of that fear out of you. Come on up in here. Papa Woody's requesting.
Send it.
On up here, Papa Woody.
Hey guys, how we doing?
Good. How are you?
Lunch break.
Lunch break. if you guys don't know, all of these past interviews are all uploaded onto YouTube. There are 7 of them up there now. Yes, I was finally able to get one of the videos fully edited, so I was able to get it up on YouTube, as well as Cody Neese is up there as well. So make sure you guys are going over there, checking them out. Send me a like, send me a subscribe over there, and we'll get that channel going a lot better.
You had to get rid of a peach emoji?
Yeah. Unfortunately, yes. There's JG. What's up, buddy?
Not much. How are you, sir?
Doing great. Doing great. You're going to have to give me a quick break. You all keep it going. I must use the little boy's room, and I will be right back.
What's going on, Dave? So if you all are wondering about me and painting, I'll just give you a little rundown, and Dave from Barrett's can probably verify that I am no slouch to painting. There's one drawer.
No, just keep it organized. You got way more than me. People make money.
There's drawer 2.
Oh.
There's drawer 3.
Oh, there's a lot of chrome.
There's drawer 4.
More chrome.
I need to get a hand on some chrome, and if Pinterest doesn't have them in stock, I know I can just go to JJ.
Yeah, if you need some, I'm always willing to send a few to people.
You're a quick adventure to go pick them up if I even needed to.
Right?
Yeah, we can hand deliver the stuff that we're going to donate, bud.
Well, that's why I was trying to, when you said you were going fishing and you said meeting halfway between in Lake Erie and Lake Huron, I was like, wait a minute here, don't we both live in Minnesota?
Just as another
Yep, we're 15 minutes south of St. Paul, so we're not that far away from you.
That's awesome. Well, like I was saying, I haven't met a lot of the bait makers throughout here. There's a couple that I live by that I fish with, but I want to get one of these years, if this thing ever becomes big enough, I want to do a centralized meet somewhere at like a convention center or someplace where we can rent out a room and have a bunch of bait makers all meet together, do it over like a week where we can have a couple days of fishing, couple days of painting, like maybe bring a small setup for painting or jig tying or stuff, and then do the auction live with all of us bait makers together. I know it's not anytime soon, but that is one of my biggest goals for this.
That'd be cool. That would be quite entertaining.
Oh, I
What's
think
up,
it would be
Swamp
a
Rooster?
blast.
Could figure out somewhere point of a VFW or something like that we could utilize.
Right.
They often have rooms, and I'm sure would be willing to.
Yeah.
That is a long-term goal. But it would be something fun to do.
That would be fun.
I've talked about it a few times, and I even got my daughter into painting. She's been painting up some stuff that she's going to donate.
Very nice.
She did that last night. She did 2 of them, actually.
Nice work, young lady.
She's no slouch. She's painted a few.
Got a teacher.
She just sat by watching, absorbing, learning.
Well, the box is filled up fast tonight. Usually nobody's really willing to jump up in here.
True. Papa,
We made it to 156K on the likes, guys. Great job.
Papa Woody might have to go back through the YT post and hear a specific answer, maybe.
Yes, he might want to do that. As a matter of fact, we can remind him of what the answer was.
We sure could.
Are you there, Papa Woody?
Oh, I'm here.
So one of the main questions. Well, go ahead, Holly.
So Uncle Corey asked one of his questions. Who was a painter? That's but that you look after. That you like the art of and whatnot. And I said, no, do I like you guys' art? But it's more the the inspiration and the kudos to the welcome into the fish talk of it. And it was Uncle Corey and you, Papa Woody. You guys are both really welcoming when I was first starting and joining the house. And you're like, hey, come on, Paula. And I painted 2 baits at that point or whatever. And so thank you for that. It meant a lot.
Oh, thanks.
We put him on the spot.
Yeah, you did. Choked up a little bit.
Papa Woody is another painter I'd like to get in here, but he does work a different shift, so maybe someday we'll be able to work something out.
Yeah, I didn't hear Corey mention the morning show.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'll just wait for him to say it.
Yeah, we brought that up during that too, I think, if I remember right.
Oh yeah, the Morning Wood Show.
Yep. I didn't quite bring it up that way. I don't do that during the podcast, but it's over, so we're good. I try and keep it as clean as I can just because it brings more viewers, and there could always be kids watching for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, I understand.
But
My kids don't count.
but yeah, we asked her who some of her favorite painters were, and I'll tell you, I was just as much at a loss for words as you are, Papa Woody. So I really appreciate that, Holly, and I'm glad you and North both are on here and friends of ours. I'm glad you're here.
Also as well.
Well, I do look up to Holly for painting. She's done some awesome work, and there are some of the baits I've tried to copy that she does, and I can't.
Well, she
that armored tape one coming my direction, so
yeah.
Very
She does some good stuff. Unique.
Okay,
that's one. I think the best part about that body armor one, Papa Woody, is you guys work together on you doing that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Where it was, there was nothing. I'm not going to say it, but I think it was awesome that it was, I want to try and do this. And you asked Holly about, the things that needed to be asked, and it went where it went, and it turned out great.
Oh yeah, it was definitely a lot easier when she told me how to do it, which ways to do it. I was doing it the hard way.
Yeah.
I got a bait I did today that I would like to show you guys.
All right,
in just a second.
She's leaving.
Didn't drop it, did you?
She's leaving me, and she's going to paint.
No, I didn't drop it. Thank goodness. Dang it, where's my settings? There they are.
Oh, you're in a big box.
I know. I got to get rid of the effect first.
Oh.
And then I can spin my camera around. So I did this one today, and I showed it off a little bit because I did a color stacking on this. There is no color shift in this fat belly.
Really? Looks good.
So
those light little layers of color.
Yes. So there is black, gold, green. What is that color? My goodness, I just drew a blank.
It's over there in the bottom.
Turquoise. There is all kinds of colors underneath that. And then I did the wiping effect. So once I put the colors on, I wiped them off and just left the hues of them there and covered the whole thing in a wicked aluminum as well as the belly, and then just covered it in some black on the top. So once I actually clear this one, you're going to see a lot more of those colors.
Mm-hmm. Is it signed?
Not yet. I just finished painting it like maybe an hour or two before the podcast. So
I have a photo.
Screenshot.
Don't need one. I have a picture. I was sent a picture.
That's true. You were
fortunate to get that picture.
I also did this one the other day.
Coffin.
Cool deal, Corey.
What's that?
Oh, it's good.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, hey, good morning, Swamp.
That 3D scaling. I've seen you doing some of it. Papa's done some of it. Swamp's been cranking those ones out with that scaling like that.
Well, Swamp kills it. He knows. Yeah, he's good at it. He's really good at it. That's it for my show and tell. I just wanted to show that one bait, really.
Have you seen my newest one?
No. Let's see it.
Where'd it go? Over there.
Seeing as how you're next on the show, buddy. Don't forget, next Tuesday.
Yeah, this could be interesting.
So Swamp, do I need to get that thing that I was talking about earlier and send it to June by next Tuesday?
Probably.
Okay.
Let's see if we can get some light here.
He's already got it pulled up.
It's already in my cart.
Oh yeah.
That's blurry backup.
Oh, there it is.
There you go. Look at that shift on top. Purple, green.
I wish you could hold it in your hand and look at it because it looks like the stencil is still on it.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. That is definitely a good 3D look.
14.
No.
What is that on? Is that on a square bill or a coffin bill too?
No, that's on the OSP, the waffle bait.
Oh, okay.
There
Looks
you can
good,
see
man.
it's standing out.
Okay, 16.
We can do some trading there, little spoon.
Yes, I guess still get to be. No.
What up, Bass Cat? Bass Smuggler.
All right, guys. I got to drop out. I get back to work. But thanks for letting me know, Corey, and thanks, Holly. I appreciate the kind words.
Oh, you're well deserved. Thank you.
Have a good night, buddy.
Hag it.
Oh, you jerk.
There's another one. Anybody's welcome to fill that box. First come, first serve.
Who's a jerk?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey guys.
Little River Lure Lady, what's up?
How's it going?
Good.
Good. Sorry I couldn't jump on earlier. I was clear coating something.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
Holly, you guys did great.
Thank you.
Nice to learn about y'all.
I think for anybody who wants to know, it will be 210. 210. Little River Lure Lady will be on the podcast.
Oh my.
Yeah, it's coming up fast. We only have one more. Swamp Rooster will be up next week. You'll be up the week after.
That sounds good.
Looking forward.
I'm excited about all these interviews, I'll tell you.
Have a good night, Loghead.
Shut down after next week.
You what?
It could very well be shut down after next week.
I hope not.
She'll shine anyways, but after Swamp, it'll be like, this breath of fresh air. Getting her to come in?
That's a no-brainer.
How did y'all do in the storm? Anybody was affected by the snow and all?
We just had cold, no snow.
Yeah, we didn't either.
We got 2 foot.
You did.
Yeah, Richie got snow.
We got about 12 to 14 inches somewhere in there.
I would have had the snow over what we had to go through.
Yeah.
No kidding.
Next week, there's a storm coming from the south up, so we'll be hit again.
Well, hopefully it's not before I can make it to Columbus to the show.
No, Crazy lost power from the ice.
Yeah.
We got lucky.
So
What did you get? Anything?
A little bit of freezing rain, and that was it. On when was that? On Sunday, and then by Monday everything had melted, so we got lucky.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
So I know some of you were getting texts or what have you in the lives talking about the temps that Hollywood had. If you want to know about getting really drilled with temps, JG's.
We had one day we were negative 38 degrees without the windshield.
My goodness.
Almost negative 70 with the windshield.
Wow.
And there's places farther north than me. I think like Grand Marais, International Falls, their negatives were without windshield in the 40s and 50s almost.
Yep.
No, thank you.
I know my nephew lives in Superior, and he said it was negative 22.
Yeah.
Superior's like 35 minutes, 35 minutes from my house.
Oh, okay. So, yeah.
I'm going to keep my butt in the south. Y'all can have it.
I'm ready to go further south.
Swamp, you said you wanted to come ice fishing.
No, I did not.
I would like to do that.
I'll tell you what, you get farther up north, you're in a complete cabin on the ice fishing.
Yeah, that's what I want to do.
I'm talking TVs and heaters. You're just sitting there in your t-shirt ice fishing.
So, Swamp, you want to come ice fishing now?
My camper has 4 ice holes in it.
Was that with an I or an A?
That's what I was asking.
Well, if I'm in there, obviously that's one.
I'm out on ice fishing. I can't do it.
Yeah.
Can't do it, huh?
Okay, so we'll make sure the truck is warm. You have about a 2-foot walk into an already preheated fish house, and then you're good.
No, I mean, I got to be out on a boat, moving, fishing, power fishing.
Yeah.
We'll
Guys,
push you
I hate to
around
go,
on
but
ice.
I'll try to tune in next Tuesday.
All right. I appreciate it. Thank you for coming in for a little while.
All right.
They don't know what they're missing, do they, Northwoods?
Nope.
We'll push you around on the ice so you're moving.
Nope.
Mm-mm.
You wouldn't live up north if it paid by the hour. Listen to Bass Cat.
I'm sorry, ice just ain't meant to be walked on and drilled in.
There's an open box. First come, first serve. Get up in here.
Well, I mean, paid by the hour to live there. I mean, we could talk.
Yeah.
No, just pay you a cuddle.
I'll just pay you with little spoon. Swamp, I could always just, pay with being little spoon.
He's gonna do that anyways.
Hey, Sheepman Fishing. Thank you so much. Appreciate all the gifts, buddy. You know, I keep saying I'm going to do sound effects and all that, and I end up never actually doing the sound effects.
You get too involved. It's okay.
I do. I once the interview starts, I'm into it. I'm locked in and ready to go.
I definitely saw what you meant though. I'm like, it's hard to see the comments as you're sitting there talking.
Yep.
Yes, it is. That's why I try and tell people, I appreciate absolutely everybody being in here, but it's so hard to actually get any of the comments. That's why I ask people to wait.
Hey, Bass Cat, come this summertime, you can come up here and take your heat and humidity back with you.
Why isn't he getting in here? What's wrong with him?
Yeah. There should be a plug on the bottom of it where you should be able to drain it.
I got to get up with Joe. I got to get up with Joe and get his Mr. Wilson thing.
In all honesty, Northwaters, I kind of blame you and Holly for this crap getting so cold down here. We were fine till y'all come to Coleman. I think y'all drug that shit down here.
Okay, so I have a story for you guys. I have a friend, was last January, a year ago, I think, maybe 2 years ago. They were staying in South Padre Island. It was 75 degrees the day we left to go down there. We got down there, and I kid you not, at night it got down to 31 degrees the whole time we were there in South Padre Island, Texas. My buddy who used to live up here, they were traveling for during this winter because he got laid off because he was a concrete worker and his wife was a stay-at-home mom. So they were just traveling and going to different places and just learning different cultures and stuff. And he was like, "Yep, you brought it with you." I'm like, I just had to bring a little bit of home for you. That's all.
See, that's like this. Who is this man fishing down here? I don't know who this is, but I think he needs to be mentally evaluated.
Why is that?
Read his thing in the chat.
Oh, he loves the snow. That guy's out there ice fishing all the time.
You see what it says? He was out fishing in negative 14 with 15-mile-an-hour wind. Oh,
yep.
Hell no. I wouldn't even go outside.
I watched some of his videos. He went out there one day, I think it was last week or the week before, and he either forgot or I think he forgot his heater altogether. So he's in a clamshell, basically a tent, and it was freezing cold, and he stuck it out.
A guy called me yesterday, wanted to know if I wanted to fish Saturday in a tournament with him. It's supposed to be 14 Saturday morning, a high of 27. I told him, I said, if you paid for all the expenses, I still wouldn't go.
It's not happening.
No, I wouldn't go if we use your truck, your gas, your boat, your gas, and you paid the entry fee. I still ain't going.
Bass Cat, were you in there for the first tournament of the year that Holly and I are doing?
Do what now?
Were you in the podcast when I was talking about the first walleye tournament that Holly and I do this year?
I don't know. It may have been, if it was right there at the end, I had to leave for a second.
No, it was kind of towards the beginning, but the first tournament that we're doing is March 7th on the Mississippi River. And last year, I believe it started off at like somewhere around 4 degrees.
Yeah. No, I'm good.
Oh, come on.
Man, we can't do that here. We're not used to that.
As Holly likes to say, where's your sense of adventure?
Yeah, well, my sense of adventure fishing leaves when it gets below freezing.
Oh, that's when the fun starts.
It's still above zero.
I mean, I love fishing in the winter, but winter here don't usually involve it being in the teens and 20s. It's usually lows in the 30s at night.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, I'm not going to say we didn't almost kiss a bridge pillar and whatnot right off the launch, but whatever.
Mr. Paul Tark, thank you for the gift, sir.
We won a tournament last January and the
Yes,
water
thank you,
temp was
Travis.
38. And I mean, that's cold here.
Yep. Like Travis said, it was 3 degrees with a -7 wind chill last year for that tournament to begin with.
No.
Appreciate all the gifts, Holly.
Once the sign up post shows up on the FB, we'll be signing up again. We'll be in your neck of the woods, JG, in August.
For what?
Who? Where?
Sort of in your neck of the woods.
Thank you, Holly.
Whose neck of
Where
the
do you?
woods?
Where do you? So when are we going fishing?
We'll be on Lake of the Woods in the middle of August for the Warrior Shootout.
Oh, okay. That's still 3 hours. That's 3 hours, 3.5 hours north of me still.
We went up to Poke and then over that way. I was telling him maybe, trying to tell him maybe this time to stop
Hey, baby.
go get some good bait.
You still good for next Tuesday there, Swamp?
He paused.
He's on coffee break.
He stays on coffee break.
Yeah, I'm good. Are you good for next Tuesday?
I don't know. I don't know.
You
I
got
will have moderators on complete standby.
Have you got a backup account, Uncle Corey?
No, I don't.
You will not see my butt. I promise you that.
That's good.
Or the flip side.
That's good. This is all good news.
But it could surprise you.
Okay. I like good surprises.
There's always
not
a
dirty
but,
ones.
right?
Are you gonna? Is that where your players' stencil went? You're gonna put that on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Had to take the players' wig and stencil, and he's gonna wear
Yeah, I
that.
took all that stuff away. Right, we still got painted over eyeballs though.
Yeah.
Lauren, I think everybody's seen yours.
Yep. Me and him are the only ones that have the full video. The one on YouTube, it is gone.
It's burnt.
Nightmares for months.
I'm telling you.
It's burnt.
What did somebody say? It looked like cottage cheese in water.
Oh God.
Leave it to Lauren.
JG, Travis wants to know if you're painting ice jigs.
Ripping wraps.
What size?
These are 50s. 50 mils.
50 millimeter.
They will be for
These were I'm painting up for the auction, so they'll be in a package somewhere. Yeah. I'm gonna do a bunch of tungstens too. I got 6, 7, and 8 millimeter tungstens. I did a bunch. If anybody knows Macula Tackle out of Minnesota, Northwoods, and Travis should know them.
Yep.
I did some of these last night. The switchbacks.
Ooh.
Oh shit, yeah.
These are all iridescent. That one's all iridescent, so those should, when they get clear coated, shine pretty good. And I did. He has limited of these, and these are the 2XLs in the switchback. And I did them in a glow in the dark Wonder Bread. My glow didn't turn out as well as I wanted it to, but it still glows.
Be right back. I gotta let the dogs in.
And these are the 2XL switchbacks. I think these are quarter ounce. Yeah.
If the smell's good to work.
You know you have too many paints when you have to go through 3 different drawers to find the one color you need.
Uh-huh.
That one eventually.
It's right there. I see it.
Right? It's right there. It's that one.
No.
Well, that's the problem. That's the problem. Half the time it is right there. It's just I keep overlooking it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm doing these in a crappie pattern.
Nice.
Does Holly have no gifts whatsoever?
Because the Northwaters took them all.
Well, she was in there. I don't know if when you exit, come back, they come back.
There.
But I was down in the chat only.
Oh yeah, she wasn't in a box.
No.
So
Well, now she's got 50.
Well,
Thank you.
Yeah.
Corey, who counted that for you?
Sage.
I believe that.
Tell you what, I went in for that job interview today, and
I meant to ask how that
it went good. But it was one of those interviews where they bring in HR, puts you in a little room. First thing they do is put down a whole, measurement, math test, and simple question test. And of course, I figured that I finished that in just a few minutes. And I'm sitting there, I'm waiting. And pretty soon the door opens and 3 guys walk in, and it's all 3 of them interviewing me at the same time. And I'm like, what the fuck? But it went good. I don't know. I would assume they're going to call me, but it's one of those jobs where you're an assembler on a line and you have to provide your own tools.
weird.
So you're putting burger on the bun and sliding it down to the next guy?
Yeah.
Man, I didn't know. I'm just asking.
Correct. No, they make conveyor belts, like the rollers and conveyor belts with all the gears and all that stuff. And you have to provide your own impact, your own drill, your own bits, your own screwdrivers and wrenches. And they're like, do you have all this? And I'm like, of course I have it all. Do I want to bring it in here and destroy it? No, not really.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, what kind of place is that?
I don't know. I didn't expect that at all.
You're not a subcontractor. You're an employee. So why would you bring your
Right.
tools?
Yeah,
Well,
that's-
we're working on getting the company to pay for all tools, and I'm like, well, you probably should.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I supplied all my tools when I started there, but anything that I break or gets damaged, they replace it.
I could understand that, but you know,
Well, most mechanics do provide their own tools. I mean,
right.
to a point.
Yeah.
So it comes to bigger specialty stuff, and then normally wherever you work, they supply that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I'm still working on getting this other interview. I was supposed to have Monday, and of course, the snow stopped everybody from doing anything. We were under a level 3. They didn't allow you to do anything, but
Now we just keep driving.
it's for a maintenance position, so I'm hoping they're going to give me a call.
JG got it.
What'd you say?
I said, yeah, we just need driving.
Yeah.
These southern people don't understand us northern people. They just don't.
It's
Well-
business as normal.
Well, Uncle Corey gets the lake effect snow from
Yeah.
Lake Erie because you can hawk to the lake.
Yeah.
From
Yeah.
his- But it's
Well, and I understand that. He could probably get anywhere from 12 inches to 34 inches and 48 inches in less than 8 hours. And we can
Right.
too here. But
Right.
it's like, seriously, I work in offside of doing this, I'm a nurse. I've been a nurse for almost 20 years.
Yeah.
And I work at a clinic. And you would think that a hospital, I get you can't close a hospital, but
Correct.
a clinic, you think when it's below negative 30 degrees, you don't want your elderly people or your kids or your babies coming into the clinic for their visit that day. Well, we ended up shutting down anyways because we had a whole bunch of other issues going on.
Good night,
But
Bear. Thank you.
lo and behold, well, we're still here.
Yep.
And we still go to work.
Yeah. They actually, I was surprised they shut down the clinic my wife works at. They shut it down the morning of. So hey, Bear, have a good night. Appreciate you coming in, buddy. What up, Shane?
Hey, Shane.
And I have stencils. Lots of them.
What's up, walleye guy?
Hey, everyone.
Hello, Trav.
Oh,
Hey, buddy. How's it going?
Good, and you?
Just getting done putting the little one to bed, and I'll spray some base for JG for his auction, and yeah.
So Lauren knew Travis before I knew Travis.
No, I knew you before I knew Lauren, buddy.
You sure? Oh, that was Ryan.
Yeah.
Well, I hate
Ryan-
to say it, I knew Travis before all of you knew Travis.
Hey,
Yeah.
You can't see it, but I'm showing you my IQ.
Hey, Travis, I still
Yeah.
have those. I still have those tungstens for you sitting here that I keep forgetting to mail out. By the way,
You know, I
like
even
from 3
forgot
years
about that.
ago. It's been 3 years.
It's been 3 years. That's
I
not
forgot.
forgetting. That's neglecting.
I completely forgot all about those things.
Nope, I have them. I just seen them the other day, and I'm going. And it was funny because it just got missed in something that I was sent you, and I'm like, shit, forgot to send them as jigs. And then I found them, and then I lost them. I didn't lose them; they just got shuffled around in a bunch of my other stuff. And then I found them the other day. I'm like, oh my god, you got to be kidding me! I forgot that I still have these. They'll get to you eventually.
Yeah, I'm not worried about it. I was worried I would have contacted you 3 years ago.
Right?
That's a long time.
Oh yeah.
That's all right. You've had a lot going on too. I think that's actually. Well, I knew you were sick there for a while too, and then you had some personal stuff going on.
Yeah.
So I get it. We've all been there. We got to take care of that stuff first.
Oh, crappy.
Mm-hmm.
You knew me, Lauren, before Jeff.
Who said that?
Lauren.
I knew Travis before Jeff.
Yes, you did.
I've known Jeff for what? I've known you since 2, 3 years.
3.
Wisco.
Yep. 3 years. 2.5 to 3, somewhere around there.
Yeah. Don't worry, Lauren. I'll still let you copy my bandit that I painted.
Even if he's from Wisconsin.
Permission was granted. I heard it too.
I even told him he could sell it if he wants to.
Yep.
Hey, red flag.
That was a fun podcast, Corey. Thank you.
It was fun. I appreciate you guys coming in.
I wish you would have
I
sent
didn't.
the hair and makeup people, but
I did. They didn't make it?
no, they neglected me.
Ah, dadgummit.
Well, there's not much that can fix you.
I mean, that's true. That's true.
I sent them a picture, and halfway there, they said, "You don't have enough money."
Correct.
Yes, it's going to require more later.
This isn't just a repaint. This is I can't do nothing for you.
Well, you know what they say about lipstick on a pig?
Well, they just tell me to put a hat on. They're like, "We can't fix that. Just put on a hat and go."
Yeah, I know the feeling.
Guys, I'm out of here.
All right, Sage. Thank you so much for helping us out tonight.
You're
I
welcome.
appreciate it.
Thank you, Sage.
Shallow bandits go pretty well still in your auctions for the St. Jude's or no?
If Bobby's gonna be in there, any bandit's gonna go well.
Well, that is true.
What happened?
That dude dropped some serious money on some bandits.
Somebody moving boxes? Oh, Swamp dropped out too. What's up, Lauren?
Gentlemen? Hey,
There's a pretty
Hey,
bad
Lauren.
echo on our end.
Yeah, it's an echo from somewhere.
well, you have a good night.
Oh, now it's gone. Bass Cat, it wasn't you. Coffee break. King Jr.
I don't think it was Walleye Guy.
No, it wasn't.
Travis. I don't know.
Is it back?
No,
Oh,
I don't
okay.
think so.
Nope, we're good now.
Probably me.
I don't hear it anymore.
We're good
No,
now.
it was before you joined. That's all right.
Oh, he dropped out
I
anyway.
was just going to show him his lures.
Oh,
Whatever.
Them are
nice, Lauren.
Cody's. Yeah. I liked it so much I did a bandit.
That looks
Heck
good.
yeah.
Except he's got black bars and I did violet.
I painted that
Yeah.
same pattern a little different,
Yep.
Lauren, on a white base bait. I
Yeah.
personally think it looks better than the chrome base bait.
Trav, I think it might be your earbuds. Do you have earbuds in? Might be.
Yeah.
There it goes.
Ah, it's a compressor.
Now the echo was gone. As soon as you reached up, the echo disappeared.
Yeah, my air compressor shut off.
Must just be reverbing around the room.
There you go, Lauren. Oh,
Lauren,
Yeah.
there he is.
Yep.
Joel.
Yeah.
make
I've
it
done that.
this one.
I might even have one out here.
30 mil.
I think it looks better on a white base bait than the chrome base
If you want like
with the
if you want a
folded way.
really weird effect on chrome, take take transparent black, not not black like candy paint. Take transparent black, thin it out a lot, like so it's almost too thin, and do a super light coat over your chrome baits. It actually darkens the chrome, so it's almost and then paint your chrome. It's
Yeah, that's transparent black and chartreuse with the
Oh,
color
okay.
shift on top.
Nice. You ever done like the ghosting effect, JG, on chromes?
no.
That's pretty crazy if you do it. I had a bait around here, but I ended up somebody hit me up and wanted to buy it. So, but I like started out with my black perch lines, and then I sprayed change color over the top of it, and then I continued painting my bait with the candy colors, and the change color still shined through as the bait shifted.
I
That's a
probably
goal.
have then because I've done so much stuff like that. I don't know.
I knew I
You know
did.
me. You know how long I've been painting.
I knew I did a white on a chrome.
Yeah,
Well, here's
you've been painting for a while.
one of the crappies that's finished.
Nice.
I think that's
Heck yeah, dude. I like that foil bait.
And there's like 1, 2, 3, 4 different colors in there with the white belly.
Nice. Yeah.
Transparent white.
You're the second person to talk about that.
Transparent. You can do it with chrome foils. You can do a lot with your transparents. It dulls it a little bit, but you still get the shine. And I've done a lot of white bellies on chrome, and it turns out actually really nice.
No.
like it almost looks like it's chrome white, and you're like, holy.
Yep. There's someone else that did. What was it? It was the lure was clear. They put like a transparent blue on it, and then did a stencil with some transparent white. And then when they cleared it, like it became see through because of the transparent blue, and the white was most it was like
Tiny.
white on it. It was really cool looking.
Yeah, you can do a lot with transparent paints, actually. I've screwed up. I probably, and I'm not saying this to be a dick or anything, but I probably screwed up more baits than half of you painting in here have even painted yet. Because the first 2 years I painted, I rewashed probably 150 baits every month
Yeah.
because I didn't like
Anybody's
how they
welcome
looked.
up here in a box. If you'd like to get up here and chat.
But I'm also going almost on 9 years of lures
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
So that percentage is low over that time.
I don't know how many baits I've washed over the 15 years of painting.
Right?
I couldn't even tell you.
Well, I can tell you how many I've done in 3. 1.
Because the rest of them went in the
No.
trash.
No, it just all you got to do is spray it black and then spray it white again.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna take it in there and wash it off. Christ, you don't get it all off anyway.
If it's a smooth blank, I'll wash it. But if it's got scales and stuff like that into it, I won't.
I
Like I
have
said, I've tried to
that.
wash these stencils off. Oh, guy got a scrub brush in there and you can't get it off. That's what I said. I don't know. Everybody says these water-based paints you can just wash it right off. Well, maybe right after you paint it you can, but if they dry on there, I'll tell you what. I've scrubbed
Yeah,
and
once
scrubbed and scrubbed.
Yeah.
I suppose if I spray them with alcohol or acetone, maybe.
yeah, as soon as they're dry, they're good.
Yeah. I had
They ain't
one
coming
dried
off.
up. I tried to wash off. It didn't work.
No.
You gotta soak them overnight.
Oh, I did. But this bait sat probably half the summer before I even thought about redoing it.
So it's permanent in
Yeah.
there.
Glide baits, they look like a tarpon 6 to 8 inch.
I don't know if I know any.
Oh, Tiny was asking McNasty. Pretty Lures is back. The Mad Hattie. Hello, North and Holly.
Hey.
Oh, what you got is what Tiny was asking.
There's one with a little different eye on it.
Mm-hmm.
That's mommy.
No, I have that cord.
Heck yeah.
Oh,
Wait till I start breaking out doing my perches again.
those are pretty damn good. Rouse is in here. Mad Mexican. How is everybody? We're just up in here after the podcast, just talking. Anybody's welcome up in the box. Got a few spots left. I know it's not showing them, but we do.
Nice job, Daddy. Good to go.
Holly, are you? I suppose you're above and beyond. Is Holly still on?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I suppose you're above and beyond the 20 that you were already sending now, aren't you?
No, I still have the 20 for now.
Oh, because you said you were going to do more the other night.
I'm waiting for an order of a certain blank.
So I am going to throw this out to you and Northwoods because you guys are going huge with this. I want to invite you guys with one of my pro staff up to Cabotogama for a day.
Oh.
Hey guys.
What's up, man?
Hang on a second, buddy.
Okay, you're good.
Uh, it's been probably 30 years since I've been to Cabotogama.
He's been a guide on Cabotogama his whole life. He's a younger guy, and we limit out almost every time.
I think we might be very much appreciative of that. And it turns into another adventure.
Oh, it's an adventure with me and Miley. It's fun. He doesn't know this yet, and he doesn't even know it, but
Fair
we're
enough.
going to do it. I'm just going to tell him I'm coming up with a couple of good friends. He owes me anyways.
There you go. I've never been there, so it would be my first time going there.
Oh, it's my favorite time to actually fish the lake is the fall because you don't know what you're going to get and how big it's going to be.
That works.
The last year, his boat, he fishes out of a 22-foot skeeter, and his motor blew up on him last year at the beginning of the season. So he ended up getting it fixed, and then he traded it in for a new 2025.
Okay.
So
Be the 22 footer would be the 2206, I think.
he's either 20. I think his is 22. It's either 21 or 22. But he's got a 300 on the back of it. So.
My only thing with Yami is they've made so much so complicated as far as diagnostic, or like it's you virtually need the computer to diagnose stuff in certain
it's just
situations.
that's Skeet because he bought his out of, I can't remember where he bought it out of. Somewhere towards the
Center?
cities. It was either the cities or it was over in
The boat.
Wisconsin. Can't remember. But he traded it in a good amount for his old stuff deal, and they come.
Yeah,
Most of
I
them
would
come
say
stock with Yamaha.
probably the boat center.
I might have been.
They're one of the premier skeeter dealers.
All I know is when I go fishing with them, he goes to sleep on the back bench, and I drive the boat around, and me and my son fish.
So we should.
It's the only time he gets to sleep. He's just like, "Don't hit any rocks. I don't care where you go. Wake me up if you need help." I'm like, "All right, see you."
So we should bring our warrior up.
If you want to, but if you want to go and just fish and not have to worry about dragging a boat, you're just bring yourself.
We're totally open to all aspects of it.
Where are you guys going?
Well, what's that, Ned?
So it's like it's one of those times where you don't have to bring anything with you. But when I go with them, I bring half of my shit with me, and that's not like, no, I shouldn't say half, because if I brought half of my stuff, I'd have to bring a boat just to haul half my stuff. But I bring a couple select rods with, and then we fish all day.
Sure.
You guys are gonna have fun.
Well, I'm gonna off, folks. I appreciate you letting me in. I got a lot of clear coating to do. I got like 60 jigs I got to clear coat this weekend, and it's my daughter's birthday, so I won't be on much.
All right, buddy.
But
Well,
you guys
stopping by.
Have a good one,
have
bud.
a wonderful night, and thank you all who was joining for the auction. I appreciate it.
Have a good night there, JG.
Hey, buddy.
Have a good one.
He's a good cat.
Yeah. From what I've seen so far, he seems,
Yeah.
he's very nice. Good painter.
Hey guys.
Yeah, very good guy.
Mm-hmm.
So what's everyone painting?
It must be that Minnesotan thing then, right?
Well, it's the Minnesota thing, not being from the cities.
Yeah, I don't want to be.
Hey.
I think everybody's painting something different.
I don't want to be in the city of Minnesota now.
Wait, you're here in Minnesota in the cities, Matt?
No, but I'm really close.
Where are you at, buddy?
You know where I think it's the Hudson? Something. There's a big bridge and you go over it. It's like,
Well,
I think it's the Hudson.
well,
Hudson?
rattle off a city. I'm sure we know where you're at.
It's by Blaine, Minnesota.
Yep. We're familiar. 1, 2, 3, 4 of 5 of us are familiar with where Blaine is.
Been through it many a time.
Oh yeah, I know where that's at.
Sorry.
You know the big fishing store?
Thorn Brothers?
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm kind of partial to Reed, though.
Yeah, last name.
Yeah, they wouldn't even give me a discount when I showed them my last name.
Well,
The dick. Wait, we might be related. Do I get a discount? And they said no. We may charge you more though.
Right.
That's crazy.
Oh.
Well, who's going to start it? Because I am not long before my bed gets to see me.
Well, it's 9 o'clock. I figured that.
It's 10 o'clock here.
No, it's 9 o'clock. It's 9 o'clock in God's country.
Yeah.
Have a good night, Corey.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Holly or somebody or whoever can start one.
Oh,
Everybody
somebody
can jump
will.
over there. So,
All right. Have a good night, Corey.
Please, somebody.
all right. I appreciate everybody coming in, and we'll see you next time on Alive.
Yes, sir.
Sounds
Thank you, Corey. Appreciate you and all you're doing for all of us bait makers.
Hey, not a problem, buddy. Thanks for coming on, guys, and we will catch up with you soon.
Sounds good, buddy.
See ya.
Who's gonna go?
Later.
Bye.